Hi everyone, we're back. We're back with Dark in Blades.
Blades in the dark.
We got it wrong. We haven't done it for 2 weeks, I don't think.
2 weeks.
I'm still on my own. I'm still alone, home alone by myself. Oh, by my right, that might get copyright.
Yeah, please do. Suddenly, Celine Dion. Yeah,
Is that who sings? I didn't even know who sang it. For someone who works in a nightclub, I have no clue on music. So
I learned that James.
It's like me with film. It's like me with film. I study it and I have no idea who anybody is.
Same with me in theatre.
I mean, yeah, but you got to remember though, you hit in nightclubs, you just hear the music. Well,
yeah, you know. I get that.
Like they go, it's not like, and now we've got Celine Dion with All By Yourself. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't happen.
I don't think Celine Dion's been played in clubs for many
True.
years.
I don't think it's ever been played in the club I work at, neither, because it's not that sort of club.
Celine Dion's definitely part of the club scene, surely.
It's probably been played in the club that I work in just for one of the event nights or something at some point.
Yeah, I just have to try and sing her work, which is impossible.
But
Blades in the dark.
Hi everyone. I'm James CORP. I'm up at Patreon if you want to support me at all. Over at patreon.com. Here we go, look, Patreon.
Oh, I should probably get Roll20.
Yeah, that would help. We're going to go around the table, get people introducing themselves and their characters. I'm playing Samuel Magpie Garrett. He is a lurk, and I can't remember what he was up to last time. I don't think I was doing much. Oh, excuse me. I find that Magpie doesn't really fit in with this crew. He doesn't really have much to do.
You knock out people first.
Exactly.
All right.
You're the muscle.
All right.
Gotta find stuff.
Fox.
Hello, I am Fox. I play Meredith Raven Blackwood. I am a whisperer, I want to say is the name of the I can't remember. But she plays around with ghosts and things.
Yes, your whisper.
You're a whisper, Harry.
Don't do that.
Cameron.
Hi, I'm Cameron Harrison. I am playing McKeith Mackie Templeton, who is a spider. And so far, he hasn't really done much for the group, but he has gotten a bunch of fairly decent suitcases and really, really, really shit alcohol.
I forget, why have you got that? I've completely forgotten why you got that.
It's not been revealed yet.
Oh, okay.
I haven't revealed it yet to the group.
It'd be a
The
nice
only person
surprise.
who knows is the only person who knows is Monty.
Sir
They're
on the
conspiring
edge.
against us.
Or Charlie.
I'm so on the edge, or Charlie, whatever. I play Holtz Dalemore, aka Pigeon. I am a leech, kind of obsessed with the body modification, symmetry, and yeah, weird stuff. You'll see.
Borderline stalkery of Raven.
No, I'm not a stalker. I'm an admirer of your perfectly
That's what a stalker would say.
Potato, potato.
like.
Brilliant. And Alexis.
Hello, I play a leech called Josef Kajuric, or also known as Bloodcrow in the group, and it's either me or Peacock who gets stuff done usually. You know, murder, explosions, fire, ghosts, whatever you need.
And last but not least, our games master with the mostess, Monty.
Hello. I'm Monty, and I'm the one that inflicts the outcomes of all the ones that we roll pretty much continuously. So, speaking of which, how did last session go? All those 2 weeks ago. Was there? Did it end positively?
Didn't we kill a bunch of people in a morgue?
Yes.
Yes.
Which seems a bit redundant, really. Yeah. Yes.
I would say it seems rather convenient because, you mean,
Yeah, I was
they
about
don't,
to
they don't
say
have to be
too.
transported anywhere.
We killed them. We got their essence for the product.
That was
for
my
memory.
fault, weren't it? That was my fault why it all got a
Little
bit
bit.
bloodsheddy.
Little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yes.
And then,
Blood. Okay.
yeah. Surprisingly, it went relatively well. I don't think anyone even got any harm from it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, there's surprisingly little fallout.
Yes, well, that's what we get for not using a nuke.
I like to think I was the nuke.
You took the nuclear option.
Did we do downtime last time?
Yeah,
We
no,
did.
We did, yes.
We did do downtime, which is how I got the really, really terrible rot your stomach and destroy your liver booze and the suitcases.
I'm going to have to be really careful with my stress.
Yes. And we plan to do a social score in planning to sell the really, really good shit that our wonderful Blood Crow has managed to make.
Hmm.
It's proper top shelf memories. Yeah.
Exactly.
Is that top shelf as in like porn mags? Top shelf. Is that what we're? Is that what we're?
Given what they're made out of, no.
It's the high energy sugar cereal that gets put out to the reach of children so they don't end up with diabetes at the age of 14.
It's the happiest memories one can find in this bloody Duskwall.
Yes.
It's
fleeting
joy.
moments of innocence and joy.
It's actually joy. It's joy. It's blackberry joy.
I feel like we're like now in Shadowrun, and we're better than life pushers.
Effectively, that is what you guys are pushing. BTLs, yeah.
Just the diesel punk version.
Yeah.
This is more steampunk.
Ghost punk. Cool.
I'm just going to mute myself while I finish eating because I'm absolutely starving. I need to get this down, mate.
Cool.
True professional.
Chug. So, we left things. You'd taken the morgue as your turf, I believe, hadn't you? You kind of
Yes.
forced your way into taking it as your turf.
We're going to be peaceful about it, but somebody lost his temper.
Yes.
Someone decided to satisfy their trauma.
No, I didn't. No, he said you're going to pay in blood. So I said sure, and paid him in blood. Just not my own blood.
Yeah, that was the it was a
Semantic.
slight misunderstanding.
It's a clerical error.
So, what is everybody doing now? I presume you've the person who runs the morgue has been educated as to a new role in life.
Yes.
You have a number of things that require your attention at the moment. Zalvraxos is expecting results, and there have yet to be any for a while now.
We've just got to go blow up a Leviathan, kill an entire crew up a Leviathan ship. That's going to be fun.
You don't know what's happening with the Bowmores, but by now, almost certainly, they discovered the body of their son.
The one I tripped over and broke the glass with. Yeah.
The Foghounds are presumably going to react to last session's
Massacre.
Once they realized
basically.
what it was.
Yeah.
If we can't sugarcoat it, it was a massacre.
And these riots are still ongoing. In fact, down the grapevine, you have heard that the city is being put into martial law.
Ew, that's not good.
Oh,
The riots between the Whalejacks for So be allowed to unionize, and the Imperial military that's been brought in to try and contain the situation has escalated, continues to escalate, and the city's been put under martial law. There's curfews in effect. The Imperial military are stationed and patrolling the streets on a regular basis. This isn't particularly good for anyone. It's not good for the Bluecoats, who would normally be running their own various ideals and stuff, but now under the scrutiny of the Imperial military are just as squeezed out of opportunities as any other crew. So things are considerably more dangerous, and the heat is generally hot for everyone at the moment. That said, that hasn't put an end to the riots. It just means that the military are around now, are considerably more so on a regular basis. If the riots can be brought to a close swiftly and decisively, then chances are the military will go back or will leave. They're no longer needed. But for the time being, everyone needs to be extra careful. But it also means that some smuggling opportunities are much more lucrative at the moment, which is a good thing for smuggling crews like the Foghounds.
Does it mean people want like weapons?
People almost certainly want weapons, especially if they're, I mean, the railjacks are being, clearly they need weapons to stand up against the much more well-supported military. But other people, all kinds of goods, but weapons especially, are in high demand at the moment.
We have no friends at the moment, don't we? We've got literally no one's on our side because you screwed everyone over.
I'll be your friend.
Yeah, there's very few people that
could we get
positive.
friendly with the Imperial military?
Why?
Why not? If they're on our side,
no.
Okay.
I mean, you can certainly try, but you have zero leverage over them, and basically nothing that you can offer them. I mean, you could just like start selling out everyone that you know, like just turn people over to them, and let them destroy them or incarcerate them or whatever else. But I mean, if you wanted to completely cement yourselves as never being trustable again by anyone, then sure, you could. I mean, that's pretty much the only way you'll be able to get on the good side of the Imperial military, and then they'll bugger off and won't care about you because, like, they have no fear of you guys. So you can give them whatever the hell you want, and they'll take it, and then they have no incentive to provide any payback for it at all, because you're far too below their pay grade, basically, for them to be afraid of any reprisals. So yes, it's possible, but probably ill-advised.
I just figured if stuff's in demand, we are like hawkers after all. Maybe we can get some shit to people. I don't know.
I mean, the plan was to do an auction for the really good stuff.
Yeah, but I'm afraid right now there's not going to be interest with
with the
curfew.
military curfew. Yeah.
Maybe we can resume that once we dealt with. I mean, I don't know if it's like up to us to deal with the curfew. Let's just survive and not get like mauled by the military.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, your crew of the people at the moment, the people of Silkshore and Conkbridge are both in your favour. Both hold you in reasonably high regard. They'll turn a blind eye to your operations.
I've got an idea.
You've helped them out in the past.
I've got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could like help the citizens of where we are, the ones that we're in favour and increase the favour that we've got with them. Provide them, get them food, because the likelihood is rations or something may be brought in and stuff. So people might want food. Food might be harder to find. So
We'd need
Maybe-
to find. We could.
What do you want to do? Raid a train full of the stuff?
What an awesome idea.
Train robbery.
Yeah, I mean, the
Like, I
only
would
trouble
presume
with
it's
train
like-
robberies at the moment is that with the railjacks basically on strike and not protecting any trains, there's like, I mean, while railjacks exist in the Imperial capital and elsewhere, that's like the military base is right around the train yard. It's all tightly
Okay.
controlled at the moment.
Maybe not. Then.
Not the rails, but
I mean, that
How
said, it's the train yards well prepared. If you were to go outside of the lightning barrier into the Deathlands and intercept the train in between here and the city, then that would be not protected by the Imperial military, but you'd be dealing with terrible creatures and deadly
God
ghosts.
knows what.
What about? Yeah, but there's like
The cargo ships coming.
isn't there like a bunch of like ill farms and shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
What if there's a curfew? Why don't we just have the auction within the limits of the curfew?
that's what I'm wondering though. Are shady people gonna be ready to go out in broad daylight?
Everyone is shady.
Yeah, and luckily there is no broad daylight.
Yeah.
That's a matter of speaking. Okay.
Like,
Well, what if we disguise the auction of the really good stuff as a genuine auction?
no, because then normal people will come.
Yeah, but then we can charge more for the really special stuff because the shady people will want the product more than the normal people.
I just think that we should go ahead and just do it with the shady people as planned within the curfew.
Yeah.
Stuff's gonna
Well,
go wrong anyway.
Let's do it. Let's do it and see what happens, shall we? And then we can always
Okay.
Yes,
backslash because
let's-
otherwise we'll be like 12:30 by the time we finish like streaming.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we're doing the auction.
We
So-
chose the space, didn't we? We chose a theater.
Yeah, I
space
already
for
paid
purpose.
for space.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of
The reasons to
somewhat
go.
run down, theatre in, I think it was Six Towers, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so let's start doing some engagements and planning. So it's a social score, I suppose, since you're
Mhm.
you're trying to bargain and persuade people into buying your stuff. So what's the social connection that you're using, you're leveraging to get people to even show up? Like, how are you making this auction happen?
Didn't we tell the guy that we gave the initial stuff?
Yeah, the one we were already trading with.
Okay, so what the Foghound guy? That is your intermediary with this noble.
Mm.
Cool. Okay.
Didn't we tell the noble?
Yeah, I thought you were also telling. I thought you were telling the noble.
Yeah, not the intermediary. We were telling the noble
Yeah.
that this is
We're
happening.
skipping the middleman and going straight to the buyer.
Okay. Right.
At least that's what I believe.
Yeah. I mean, Did you end up making direct contact with him, or did you? Or because otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. Nice.
Oh, and viewers at home, it's been like normally we do this weekly. We've skipped 2 weeks, so which is why we're a bit.
Someone, I think it was either Cameron who made contact with him or Pigeon. I'm not sure which one it was. It was one of the newbies. Hi, newbies.
Cool.
I think it would have been me probably trying to
Yeah,
consort him.
Most likely, yeah. Right. So you've told Blokey about this auction. He's obviously interested. He's gonna put out some. I mean, he's already got an agreement with you, so like for supply of normal stuff. So he's not going to just sit on the information and go, well, I'll be the only person who shows up and I'll buy it myself.
Mhm.
So he's looking to keep you guys to be successful so that you can continue to supply it. So he's spread the word around, and he's held a couple of more parties like the one that you went to where he's showed off his wares that you've been supplying him as he's building his own little base within the sort of noble quarters. So engagement lights. So you get 1 dice for sheer luck. So is the operation particularly bold or daring?
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be doing it during normal working hours, it's maybe a little bit bolder than it might otherwise be, but it is in a rundown part of town. People don't normally go, so I would say that's no bonus on that. Do your targets?
Ow! Fuck, that hurts. Hang on.
Okay.
Ignore James.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think no one's particularly weak against an auction where you can just willingly leave. So so I don't think any bonuses or negatives for that. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation? I mean, you've already kind of leveraged some to help you out of this, and that's real. I don't think they're. I mean, and that was just to set up initially. I don't think anyone's ongoing creating any bonuses for you. Unless anyone wants to suggest anyone that they know that they might be able to.
Well,
use.
Peacock's in the old prison, so he might be drumming up something.
No.
Oh,
Like, unless I can suddenly use the blue coat chief's wife till I get to convince her to not put any patrols nearby, which that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that probably sounds like it's something to rely on for a flashback later.
Yeah.
I've got Jewel the blood dealer as my friend, who we've never brought up much. Like, is a blood dealer a shady thing?
Oh, it sounds pretty shady.
And where do you get that
Is
from?
the Pope Catholic? There's a bear shit in the woods.
hang on, he could just be dealing in like black sausage. Do you know what I mean? It could be black pudding.
No,
Yeah.
it says black
Yeah.
blood.
Yes,
So-
and yet, where does the blood come from?
If it's Leviathan blood, then even
Because
worse.
Nice.
animals are quite scarce.
Very nice. That's where you don't. That's why you don't ask questions. You see, you don't want to know where things come
Maybe
from.
from the morgue,
Yeah.
one we own now.
I mean, if you've got contacts which deal in things, then that they have their own contacts, so maybe they can spread the word for you and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Um,
okay.
You could try and leverage your connections to kind of just spread the word out a bit more, sure. So yeah, we'll give you a dice for that. Are there any enemies or rivals that are going to interfere in this operation? I mean, everyone is your enemy, so yes.
Yes. Like, the problem with this is we're trying to spread the word as well, so any enemies will.
Yeah. Yeah, people will know, and presumably it's you're not trying to make it. You're making it reasonably clear that it's the Talons that are running this thing, because you kind of want to build up your reputation as the suppliers of this. So, which is also going to reveal the fact to your Foghound intermediary contact, presumably. So,
We're going to be at war with everyone.
I mean, yeah, the Foghounds are almost certainly going to go to war with you pretty soon, if it's not as soon as the penny drops,
Maybe we should counteract and wipe them out. Maybe before.
I
they-
mean,
that
basically
would
been doing
that would be the same thing.
Yeah.
No, that's a question for during the interval.
Okay, cool. So, so you're going to lose the bonus from your friends because enemies are definitely at your heels at the moment. Are there any other elements we want to consider?
So first social score?
Second, I think.
I think it's your second social score.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yes.
Because the first one was when you made contact with this rich noble in the first place, really, wasn't it? So,
Yes.
Let's say, I mean, you're not really going against lower. I mean, you're kind of going against a mix of lower and higher tier people. You're basically hoping anyone's going to buy the stuff and they're going to be paying you well. So, I wouldn't say that necessarily swings things one way or the other.
Plus, well, they'll mostly, I expect, be higher tier people, but also I can't see them bringing their entire crew along with them either.
No.
So it's, I do feel like it's going to be
Here's a
even there.
dungeon.
Yeah, I would say the situation's probably tricky, though. I mean, with the whole martial law thing on at the moment, but I mean, just running any kind of illegal sort of black market auction is going to be harder. So we'll probably take off a dice for that, which puts us on a total of 0 dice for engagement, I believe. So is it, how many of us are we on? I think we're on 0. We were 1 for luck, then we added nothing, then we
added one, then we took away one.
Yeah, and then took away 1, so that brought us back 1 again, and then we lose another 1 for the fact that this is like the whole martial law thing that's going on. Generally, the whole situation is hot at the moment.
I want to ask one thing. Can I argue that this operation is daring because we're doing it well? It's martial law.
Sure, actually. I mean, yeah, you're basically throwing this in the face of, like, you know, hey, the whole city's on lockdown, but you know, our merchandise isn't. You know, come on down. Yes.
Don't let martial law get you down. Buy memories today.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's pretty ballsy that you're running this in the middle of a martial law lockdown. So, cool. So 1 dice. Yeah.
Can we buy? Oh, okay.
Let's go. 4. So.
Well, at least it's not a one to a 3, eh? At least it's not.
Yeah. So you're going to start in a risky position. So. So you know you've set up the theater. You know, people have shown up. It's you know, there's been a bit of talk, a bit of banter. You've got are one of you being the auctioneer, or have you brought someone in to do this for you? Or
Okay, we have a volunteer.
Okay, our spider is being the auctioneer. Makes sense. And yeah, you've started the bidding when.
Please don't use that thing on the table. Please don't.
All right.
Okay.
Presenting effect.
Well, no offense, your room is like an echo chamber, so it's just going to sound absolutely fucking terrible.
So, yeah. So, like, the bidding is ongoing. It's reached. Currently, you've got a bid of 4 coin for a single vial of this top quality stuff.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Sorry.
That's.
So someone in chat said we should cover up the auction as a local fundraiser.
No, because we don't want.
Oh.
We don't want regular people in.
Oh, okay. Right.
Sort of thing.
That's why I said we should actually have done it as.
Why not? We could get them. We could get them addicted.
No, they get the regular product. We're only.
Yeah, they get the regular stuff. This is the premium.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing an auction for shady nobles. That's the thing.
Yeah. And like the bidding's ongoing. You're taking an additional bid when in through the back of the theatre, file in a large number of well-armed red sashes.
Oh fuck!
Looks like there's a reasonably high-level lieutenant with a bunch of her minions, basically. And
what's our relationship level with them?
They hit us.
Yeah, they don't like you.
Get -2.
Did you even fucking ask? Was there any any need to ask?
They must love us.
There must be someone who likes us.
I don't think there is. I mean,
Look
because
how
everyone
symmetrical
else-
she is.
I think we've rolled so shitly that everything's gone down the pan.
Yeah, and I mean, like I don't know how the rest of you kind of positioned yourselves around the theatre, or whether you're all just in the back waiting for the thing to happen. But certainly, Mackie can like see the them kind of like fanning out through the kind of the crowd, taking up positions.
Yes. I have 4 coin. I have 4 coin. Do I hear 5? Do I hear 5? Oh, we've got some newcomers. Welcome.
Welcome indeed.
Yeah,
Because
like,
I don't know that the Red Sashes hate this group.
True.
yeah, I think that that was before. I mean, you've probably heard like, you know, I mean, you're not oblivious to the chat that goes around, but yeah, maybe you don't know quite to the extent that the bad blood exists, but okay, so it looks like I mean, you've probably got about maybe 20 like different nobles have shown up.
I thought you were going to say 20 Red Sashes.
Well, there's probably about 20 to 30 red sashes have shown up, like easily outnumbering I mean, they make up the majority of the crowd at this point. Like they just pile in, and there's like, you can tell that the crowd's starting to get quite nervous. Like, you know, a whole bunch of these people have just shown up late, and they do not look like other fellow nobles. I mean, most of the nobles are wearing like masks or like, you know, coverings and stuff, like, you know, so they don't, they're not obviously just flaunting themselves in the middle of this place. But the red sashes are very clearly red sashes. They're the lead woman. She's a through and through Aruvian with a.
We never said the load.
We didn't. Now,
like I would have gone light.
Okay, cool. I mean, you can set it now. We've set the scene. There is a lot of potentially quite angry red sashes.
Yeah, I've probably gone light as well.
In an enclosed space.
No.
I would think I've also probably gone light.
It is only social. We are socializing. We're not here to like kill people.
Yeah.
I'm like I can go medium. I don't care.
But maybe don't let me go near them. Maybe let someone who can talk to them.
You do what you want. That's how the game gets fun.
Flashback, right? So before the thing was set up, I'm hanging in the roof on like a chandelier, and I'm going to jump down and kill the leader.
Let me ask something like out of character. Do we want to fight these guys? Like, I have some ideas, but we don't want to fight this many people, right?
I think that should be an in-character decision, not an out-of-character one, though.
Yeah.
Well, no, we can talk about it out of character though, because like we'll have had time to talk about it in character before.
Yeah, like what happens if people show up? I mean, you guys are probably expecting it. Like you know, a lot of people hate you.
Okay, then I'll explain my idea. Basically, what I had in mind is that Bloodcur would be working on like light and smoke effects throughout this, just to make it a little bit more showy. So if we want to just like disappear, I can just like overload the smoke machine or something, and we can run.
That sounds good, but I think we should try to finish the auction. Like, see if the red sashes at least do that, so we know how much it'll go for. Maybe we can deliver it to the buyer. As long as we get the buyer out safely,
Yes.
then that can be secured. Like, I think that needs to be the priority. Like, not necessarily to fight, but finish the auction and get the buyer out. Like screw the rest of them.
I mean, we only need to keep the buyer safe until the buyer's actually paid us.
Exactly.
Okay, let me counterpoint. We want to establish that we are safe to get stuff to them. And getting interrupted and getting into a fight is not gonna seem
How-
like safe to nobles, you know.
How bad are we? How much do the red sashes hate us?
On a -2 with you.
And there's
Okay.
25 of them.
Okay,
go out
can I
their
just
way.
approach them and pay them 2 coin and tell them to? Hope that helps.
Oh, because
You
I was
can
about
certainly
to,
approach them.
I was about to on the podium give a little speech to them.
Sure. Well, who's doing what first?
I'm gonna try and shall I bullshit this? Shall I bullshit this? Shall I jaywall this? Shall I jaywall this?
Yes.
If you're going to jaywall this, you'd be summoning another demon to come sort this out.
Right, can I Mackie this? Can I Mackie this?
You're going to seduce their wives.
I mean, can I?
Anyway, yes.
Wait, you said that the lieutenant in charge is a lady, yes?
She is, yes.
How much stress have I got? How much can I take?
Yeah, she's going down like the center aisle. She's got her eyes locked on you, and she does not. She looks like, I mean, it's like, you know, ice cold. Like she is not going to take any bullshit. She looks like she is deadly as hell.
Can I do a flashback
Yes.
and say that the lieutenant recognizes me as one of her former lovers and that she decides to change the mission to go purely for me?
Oh my god.
Right. Okay.
I think
We can go like, yeah, we'll say it's a too stressed thing to like pull that cat out of the bag.
I want to
but-
see how this happened personally.
Really? I don't
So-
want to go for that.
I don't want to see that flashback. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't want those deets.
Yeah. So how
I'm okay with that one.
how did this relationship happen and how did it end?
Well, this is shortly after I literally got off the boat from Night Sun and I was looking around for potential people to work with. And I became interested in the Eruvian culture. And I accidentally happened to get into a fight assisting her against a bigger foe. And we hit it off for about 3 months. And then I disappeared for 2 weeks. And, well, I disappeared. And this is the first time she's seen me since.
Right. So, yeah. So you basically just ghosted her. Right. Nice.
Hey,
Okay.
ghosted her.
Hey,
It's,
What's that mean?
I'm going to die.
Yeah. Okay. So
Is it
sure.
gonna
So
help?
she
So is this too stressed?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
okay. So like the mission hasn't changed per se, but you are certainly a high priority. at that
I'd
moment.
love it if you traumatized out just from that, just from them turning up, just like, oh no.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, like, you know, your flashbacks are like PTSD flashbacks. It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, what have I done? It's like, no.
You just see the
Oh,
look of
shit.
you just see his face go from professional to, oh god.
Oh God, I can't go back to the whips.
Yes, you can.
It's like
Don't
when
know details.
it's
Yeah.
like when Chandler sees Janice.
What
Yeah,
are you
so-
referencing? Who's Chandler?
Friends.
Oh, fucking hell.
Proper like 90s
Oh.
reference.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, her as she sort of like walks up through the gloom of the theater, like with the smoke hanging in the air and the hazing, like she more clearly makes out your face, and her eyes kind of like lock with yours as she realizes who you are. You're not just some member of the Talons.
Yeah, okay. Well done.
I apologize to any Arabs watching. I just butchered Arabic.
So for the rest of us who don't speak Arabic.
Yeah.
It was, welcome to our wonderful red sashes. Perhaps you are interested in, oh shit.
Okay. So what is it you're trying to achieve? You trying?
I am trying to stop what could be a potential bloodbath.
Okay. So
I
what
am trying to consort her
right. Okay. Cool.
into realizing that maybe because I presume that Teruvians are far more passionate people. She sees me, decides the mission changes, and is like, I'm going to get back at you, you son of a bitch.
So you're trying to basically consort her. You're using the flashback to allow you to consort her to basically focus on you.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Save the notes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so I guess make me a consort roll then, and we'll see what happens. Now, since it's the first roll of the thing, and the engagement is risky, so we're starting off risky. I mean, I would say, given the flashback, you're probably up for a great effect. She is a woman scorned, so
why can't this be my love life in real life?
what women trying to kill you.
It's better than none at all.
I just want attention.
Even the murderous kind. Cool. So yeah, whiskey great.
Sorry. Someone in chat. Read what the last thing. Devil's bargain. More than one of the red sashes is an angry ex.
I will accept that.
Totally, go for it. Yeah.
Oh dear.
This character's dead.
Oh no, that's not going to end well.
It's fine. It's called running. Okay, so that's one. One bonus dice. Risky, great. Yeah. I'm not going to try and push myself because I basically already have.
I can't imagine a way for any of us to help you.
No, you can't.
You're on your own.
Yeah.
I am also. I can't see a way how this is helping.
Yeah, because we're all.
I know
we're
how
all
I
at the back. We're
I know
all-
how I can help.
Wait.
I can light the spotlights on you.
Yes.
Yes.
The spotlight's been on me the whole time.
But brighter.
Yeah.
And
Like
the rest
all of them.
And the side lights come in on you as well.
Oh, you just put a
no,
spotlight just on her and
you
on
and
you.
her.
Yes. I'm spending stress for this.
Yes.
That's fine.
Perfect.
So
This is going to be
dice.
beautiful.
2 extra dice.
2 extra dice. Risky, great. I've got 2 dice already, so it's going to be 4 dice. Risky, great. Here we go.
1.
6!
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she wants to murder you. So you did it.
Well done.
Good
Well
job.
done. That was.
Yeah. She
What's an Arubian name? What's an Arubian name?
that's a good question. That's some nice Arabian names.
Perhaps you don't even remember her fucking name. It's been so long.
Yeah, that'd be worse. You didn't even remember
Hey,
what her name is.
Sherry. My name's not Sherry. Prick.
Shall I roll an insight saving throw to see whether or not I remember her name?
Chat's got a point, actually. Let's just let chat play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and I'm going to go. I can see you know them, so let me take over. I'll continue the bidding. You talk with them.
Yes, it's quite a good idea, ladies and gentlemen. We will continue our bidding with this fine. You are a man, right?
That is correct.
This fine gentleman here. That was out of character. This fine gentleman here, whilst I continue, whilst I have a lovely discussion with a beautiful lady that I think is I know
Go,
for a
go,
fact is
go! I
absolutely
push you.
wonderful. And I slowly edge towards the backstage door.
Kind of, you just push him away and give him a shovel as he leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And the auction continues.
Yeah.
Yes. I literally, I get into the wing. I take a deep breath.
Yeah, she seeing you go off to the side. She looks to some of the rest of her crew and is like, does some kind of hand signals.
They've all got
gestures.
They've all got little tears under there. They've got like inked in tears. Yeah, like they're part of they're like a cult within a gang. Do you know what I mean? They're the red sashes, all scorned by Mackie, whatever. I don't know, some sort of thing like that.
Enter, stranger.
Mackie fan club. Yeah.
Name
and then
yourself, please.
she follows you around the side.
Did we get
Yeah.
a name?
Let's see. I have not figured out a name for it yet.
A suggestion was Isani.
Isani.
Let's go for that.
Yeah, that
What's-
works.
Twitch can name her. Asani.
Yeah, Isani.
Nice.
What do we do next, Twitch?
What is this? Twitch plays Blades in the Dark?
Yeah.
Twitch, what do I do to get out of this alive?
I'd watch that.
Twitch plays what? Twitch plays.
Blades in the
Blade.
dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's the rest of everyone doing? I know Magpie, you wanted to get involved. What were?
No. I better
are you-
not. It'll end in bloodshed. So I better not.
Oh, out of character, I have a suggestion.
Mhm.
Cameron,
Yes.
if you can seduce both the red sashes at the same time, perfect.
That
You
is,
should-
There may be some
that
best.
is,
They
Yeah,
go
maybe-
behind a curtain and find him laying on a fainting lounge, his shirt open.
I can
and
imagine
he's-
some desperate positions, but if you manage it, yeah.
you know what? I will do that.
Ah, chef kisses.
It
Yeah.
is-
So how are you preparing for her to appear? Because you don't really have a lot of options in terms of getting out of here quickly.
I need to get out.
I am going to be in the backstage area. There's an old sofa that is covered in one of those dust cloths. I pull it off. I take off the tie. I take off the jacket, the waistcoat. I unbutton the top 3 buttons.
This is oddly specific.
This is how he dies.
Yes. He died how he lived.
Death by snoo snoo.
And he politely, he's about to take the pistol off, the concealed pistol that every spider gets, and that's when Isanti arrives.
Yeah. So she storms in and then sees you, and her sword is in her hand, and she's like, "Mackie, we have unfinished business."
Salam alaikum, my dear. It has been a while. I am so sorry. I can explain everything.
She says, "You have 2 seconds."
But of course,
One.
I had to run for your. I had to go for your
2.
safety.
she takes a step closer and raises the sword. I mean, like she's within, like, you know, she could slash you from like the range she's in at this point. Just my safety.
Yes, I could not bear having you hurt. You see, I have a confession to make.
Okay. Yeah. Before you get much further, I think this probably. I mean, she knows you. You know, you had a relationship, so
Yeah.
she's fully expecting a line of bullshit to be coming out of your mouth at this point.
I immediately.
So,
Also, looking at that picture, she hella angry.
yeah,
Which way
she's.
you tread.
Oh,
But did someone post a picture?
Yeah. Oh,
You
I've got it.
left me. I loved you. Sorry,
Has someone gotten the picture of Julie Diabortni?
don't know who you're talking
Because
about.
that's basically what I'm picturing is Julie Diabortni. Oh, here we go. I want to see this.
Oh, James, I need permission to post.
Yes,
the
you
picture.
do
we
need
go.
permission.
I've done it.
I want to see.
So, yeah. So I guess you're leading into trying to convince her of your
Yes,
your legit, totally legit reasons for disappearing without trace.
exactly. I am
Okay.
consorting.
Yeah, that sounds like it's probably another consort. I mean, I would say you're probably in a desperate situation right now.
Oh yeah, I think this is a desperate consort.
I also think your means at this point are somewhat limited. She's not. You might be able to stop her for a little bit, but she's not. She's not fucking around.
Yeah, I will. I will do that. I am not going to. I can't push myself because if I do, then I would be one stress away from a trauma.
I mean, you're one slap away from dying.
Yeah,
I mean,
slap of a
I'll
sword.
give you a devil's bargain to tie into the other devil's bargain.
Is
Which
that
is
both
that-
if the other one arrives?
Was there a third one?
No. Yeah, so we'll just work our way until we've got all 25 of the.
And then he's dead. Yeah.
No, but if you manage to calm it down at all, that's the moment where the second one walks in.
Oh, the picture's just loaded. Oh god, yep, that is exactly the sort of woman that Mackie would deliberately get in an affair with and then disappear on.
I feel like that's a very stupid decision to make.
Yeah, she's
I also
an
think-
extremely intense woman.
I also think that's probably most women.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow.
Well, to be fair, most women probably would want to kill you if you got in a relationship with them and for 3 months and then disappeared.
Yeah, and this was like a few months ago.
Or even got into a relationship with.
Just at all. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so
None
I
taken,
guess
guys.
so. You can take that. You can take that devil's bargain if you wish. Otherwise, continue to roll on consorts.
Do I? Don't I? Do I? Don't I? Do I?
Limited,
don't
desperate.
I feel like this is something where I should take that devil's bargain. Because purely
Yeah,
for
no.
thematics.
You might need the devil's bargain for improved effect.
Devil's bargain, a sinus fragment.
I like the fact we're just leaving him to die. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
We're all just you deal with that.
Because limited's not going to do you much good.
Yeah.
So if I take the devil's bargain, what will happen apart from the extra die?
Yeah. Well, rather you basically don't take an extra die and instead spend the extra die to have increased effect instead. So you'll bring it up to like normal
Desperate
effect.
standard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
desperate standard. Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll take the devil's bargain. With any luck, I can flirt with this lieutenant more than I can flirt with the lady that's about to appear. Chat,
Was the repercussion decided?
yes. As if no matter what, the second lover is going to appear.
Walk in, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if
Is
they-
that is Is that the devil's bargain, though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
like we had the first devil's bargain was like there is a second person, and they will probably get involved at some point. This one is they're going to get involved now.
Desperate standard.
Just
No
be
bonus.
prepared for someone to take over the auction for me. It's like go and try and save him.
There's nothing.
Musical chairs.
A 4.
Okay,
Oh,
so there's a consequence.
I got a bad feeling. Chat, what's the name of the second chick?
Fox,
No. Yes.
is your camera attached to your computer?
Yes.
As in, like, in the top of the screen, or is it like, is it its separate own thing?
Oh, it's a
I had to
separate
get
thing.
XP.
Can
So,
you point it up a little, like move it up so that your head's not there, and you can move it? No, the other
Other
way,
way.
the other direction. It only needs to be a little bit.
That way.
so I would
Perfect.
get an XP in resolve for the desperate situation, right?
yeah, one XP.
Specific. Yeah, in resolve. Yes.
Are you? Yes, because you're doing
Consort.
consort.
Yep.
Yeah, one.
Okay. Because I haven't been tracking that properly.
I mean, you're gonna die
die.
anyway, so what?
Yeah.
Shush.
Level 4 harm.
So
Like how we got
yeah,
such
pretty-
faith in Matthew getting himself out of this.
this is not going to end particularly well. Okay, so desperate. You've suffered a serious complication. So
No, I don't. Desperate. I suffer seriously. Yes, I did. Fuck.
yeah. So yeah, you start like schmoozing, and she backhands you across the face with her armored glove, like she's wearing her clawed gauntlet. And
Yeah, I
let's
deserve
say
that.
that deals 2 harm, level 2 harm.
I deserve that. I deserve that. Can I wear armor?
On your face.
No.
And also, you did just kind of strip, so
Yeah, you pretty much established in the fiction that you're not wearing armor. At the
Yeah.
most, you have a codpiece on.
Yes, I have to protect the important part. So level 2 harm, and I'm going to put here clawed.
You can resist it by rolling resolve, but you might trauma out.
Yeah, I'm not going to resist it.
Yeah, I mean,
Clawed.
she'll probably respect you more for just taking it.
Yeah,
like,
backhand. Yeah, it's basically
Nice.
she whacks me, and I go, ah! Fuck. Yep, I deserve that. I deserve that. You're right. You're right. Ow.
Tell me more about how you're keeping me safe by leaving without saying anything. How do you think that made me feel?
Look, many before I knew you, you know my story. I lived in Night Sun. Night Sun burned to the ground, and it was my hotel that was ground zero. I got a death threat from the chemist, Raven. He said that he was going to have me killed, and that he was going to have you killed if I didn't stop hunting him. And I know you can handle yourself. You've just proven it. But I couldn't bear the thought of losing you.
At that moment, the other woman comes in.
And at that moment, we take a break.
Yes.
Should we take a break?
Yeah,
I
let's
think
do it.
it's bang
oh
on.
my loud.
Drama.
And I thought this would be about an auction.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Right, we'll be back in a minute. Don't you worry. Well, we're not really going anywhere. Here's our intermission. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Oh, hang on. No. Let me pause the fucking video. Resume. Right, we're back. Hi, everyone. We're back with our Blades in the Dark week 10. Bloody hell, that's like nearly 3 months we've been at this.
Oof.
That's
We
maths.
can that is.
Oh god,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's really small on his head.
It is. It's not. No, it's not small. It's just got a big head.
And then this is a bit that's broken.
Okay.
All right, brilliant. Anyway,
Right. So, meanwhile, in the auction, Pigeon is improvising on stage to try and keep this auction going. In the meantime, the rest of the red sashes are fanning out. You see their what presumed to be their leader like go around the side, and a couple of other people go around the other side of the back of the theater. But the rest of them seem to have kind of positioned themselves, like a couple of positioned themselves around the exits, and then the rest of them are kind of mingled in with the rest of the nobles.
Yes, you there at the back.
I've got a question because it just popped in my head. Wasn't Mackie wearing a mask? So how did the women recognise it was him?
Voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And voice and his reaction of, oh shit.
Yeah.
In Dagger Isle accented Eruvian.
Like, oh shit is probably a word that they both heard.
Yeah.
They didn't realize that. They didn't realize that. They probably don't know that I actually had the like. I won't say it was an affair. I'll say that I went from one to the other.
So when you disappeared, you were actually just staying out of one of their ways whilst you were getting with the other one.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
Sly dog.
I mean, and there may or may not have been some overlap. But
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh
Well,
shit! We didn't even realise you went back. Fuck.
luckily, we've done
It's okay.
nothing.
Yeah, we're
So
there's just some red sashes standing by the exits. That's basically.
they are securing the area. And
What?
They should have worn the same mask that I wore during the magical night with Ishani and Nafisa.
right. So yeah, this auction is kind of ground to a bit of a halt. You're kind of trying to keep things going, but everyone's kind of people have stopped bidding and they've gotten a bit nervous.
All right, I'm going to go. So while he's doing the auction, I'm going to approach whoever I assume is the leader of the red sashes.
That's the lady I'm currently trying to flirt with.
Yeah.
Whoever's in control of the group that's in this room right
No
now.
one.
Someone must be. She wouldn't just leave
That's
them.
not how it works.
Okay.
Like the person in command has gone into a private room.
All right,
deal
I'm
with-
going to go in the private room then.
Okay.
Right.
But before that happens, can I roll commands to try to get people back to auctioning?
Cool. Yeah, you're going to be like, sort of like, attention type thing. Sort of a focus. We've got an auction to complete here type thing. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, sure, go for it. Like, so, like, what is it you're sort of saying? You're kind of like just,
Commander's way.
yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're trying to be forceful about it and be like, wait, let's get things back in order type thing. And,
All right, everyone. We're going to start again. Sorry for the interruption. Lovers' quarrel, if you will. I know some of you know a few things about that. Anyway, we were at 5 coin, just whatever number,
yeah,
it was at.
4.
yeah, it was a 4, yeah.
Like 4.5 coin, anyone else? So do I roll, is that command then?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Position effect. And
I think it's probably fairly limited, really. With the atmosphere's changed dramatically, and everyone feels quite on edge. So, I mean, you might be able to get maybe not them start the bidding, but to at least start to ask you what the hell's going on here. But I would say, yeah, it's probably risky. You're not necessarily sure what's happening at the moment.
Well, maybe I tried to be a bit too forceful and commanding, and so we're
Right.
going to trade position for effect.
Sure, yeah. Maybe you end up going a little bit over into insulting to be like, hey, you waste the space. Where
Maybe
we're meant to
someone's
be
looking around, and I just go like, 5 coins. Is that 5 coins?
Yeah.
Just like when they're not actually bidding, just to try to get.
Yeah,
them.
you just pick someone who looks a bit nervous with this red sash next to them menacingly, and it's like, you, 5 coins. Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, yeah, you can trade it up to desperate. Yeah.
That means I get an extra dice from Daredevil.
Can anyone assist him?
Sure. I mean, if
Alexis,
other people want to go around the
you're-
room trying to cajole people back into bidding or whatnot, sure.
Anyone assist?
I shall assist. Yes.
Is there only one person who can assist, or is it?
One. Unless we do it as a group action, but I'm not sure if it fits.
Can I?
I have an idea for a group action in which we can, both.
Okay.
Ray-
Can I
Magpie
use
and
foresight? Can I use foresight and assist?
I mean, since you're not really here, it feels like I guess you could have planned for this eventuality before any of this stuff happened.
That's the idea. So I've sort of been training. I sort of trained Pigeon as my replacement should anything bad happen. That would require it to be.
Oh, okay. I've got a couple of things. Yes, I'll take that assist, and then you've got an idea for a group action.
Yes. So my idea for a group action was that Raven, Magpie, and Bloodcrow are moving around the crowd, standing behind nobles and stuff, making bids, so it looks to other people like it's a particular fancy noble making that bid, and then we run off. And like maybe we're like elbowing them in the ribs or something, so they stick their arms up, and it looks like they're making the bid. That sort of thing.
That fits desperate, doesn't it?
Yes. Basically, just 100% bullshit bids.
Oh my god.
I mean that is okay. Aside from the elbowing and making people stick their arms up, it is a genuine tactic to make false bids to encourage people to bid higher.
It's true. That's just why you never ever go to the front of an auction house. You always stay in the back.
It's a group.
That's why you
command.
always ask your friends to like bid on your items on eBay. What?
Should this be more of a sway thing now, or is it still command?
I mean,
if they're doing that.
it's kind of I think if you're going to go down the route of using that group action to effectively like fake your way. No, it's definitely not for finesse. No, it sounds like it's probably transitioned into a sway. Because you're really kind of trying to blag your way through this now rather than intimidate people into bidding.
Can I help? Can I help? Because I've actually got sway.
Yeah. Like anyone
That's a
that
good
wants to
action.
help in this can,
Okay.
other than one person who's giving me an extra dice from training foresight.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's going to be standard, desperate.
Hang on. Oh, desperate. Hang on.
Yes.
Whenever you get a desperate action, you get +1 to your roll. Awesome.
Yeah. And
Oh.
then
I got really excited by that. Sorry, I'm
Is that-
terribly sorry.
is there also a devil's bargain?
I don't want a devil's bargain.
You hear a dull thud in the back room.
I am going to spend 2 stress on it. Do I want to spend stress? Do I want to spend No.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm not spending any stress.
Save your stress.
So I get a bonus dice. And I
So-
rolled... oh, shit. I rolled a 2 and a 3. That went well.
That's all right.
Sure. I mean, you can go. Yeah. I mean, it seems like the natural conclusion of this little invasion by the Red Sash is that they're going to just start taking these nobles' money. I mean, they've got a whole bunch of nobles trapped in one place, and they can like ripe for the pickings.
No, I'm not
so-
going to take that devil's bargain.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably going to happen anyway, but they're going to do it right now. Like if you.
No,
if you okay, cool.
I don't want to take it. I'll just take the 2 extra dice. Sway, risk, desperate,
I
standard.
thing for that, don't I? Do I?
2 bonus dice. Yeah, we all get an XP if we take part. I got 5.
Okay.
Does
So
anyone
wait.
else
So
wanna?
everybody who took part in the group action gets a resolve.
Yeah, resolve XP thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you rolled yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
oh,
Oh, I need
Is
to-
it? Remind me which ones it is. Is it just risky standard or
desperate.
Desperate
Standard.
Standard.
Desperate.
desperate standard? And then no bonus dice because I'm assisting, right?
Yeah, you don't get any bonus dice.
Yeah, no bonus for you.
Unless you push.
This is going to hurt you for stress. Ow.
How
How much stress do I take for that?
None.
You don't.
Okay.
No.
But you had 0 dice.
I got nothing in spray.
I'm helping.
Oh well, okay. How am I going to trauma out? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Not yet.
Famous last words.
Yeah, so you would have been better off just rolling yourself. This is
Yeah.
Look, if I didn't roll a load of crap though, I would have helped.
Hope you got
Like-
all of our ones out of the way
Like
now.
that's fine, James.
we haven't.
but when
Get your ones out the way. Get
Hang
the
on.
ones out the way so I can roll.
Cameron,
And-
Cameron, be quiet, please. Thank you.
Okay.
What was you saying, Pigeon?
I was just saying.
I didn't hear you.
Don't worry about it. Let's move
No,
on.
no, please say it because I didn't hear what you were saying.
I was just saying. If you've got 0 dice, don't take part in group
I
action.
had sway. I had 1 dot in sway, so I weren't.
Yeah, no,
rolling one
that was
dice.
fine. That was fine. It's just.
Yeah, but it's free XP.
Yes, it
milking your stress for XP.
Actually, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. You're completely right.
Oh
Do
yeah,
it.
I forgot to say what I took because at the end of last session I went up a level, and I couldn't decide what to take as my advance, whatever the special ability. I took calculating.
Cool.
Cool.
So we all get the desperate thing, and we all have to resist it individually if we personally want to resist it. So what is the desperate?
Okay, so you've been trying to get people to bid,
So we succeed, but
and you succeed. Just the bidding starts rolling in and whatnot.
yeah.
And as the red specialist starts seeing the bidding go up, I mean, it's reached like 6, 7 coin at this point. Like they can tell this is, this room's rich. Like, and they see you nudging people around and whatnot, and they don't like you. So everyone who's in the crowd is probably going to get a shiv. As you're moving through the crowd, like a red sash is going to try up and shiv you. It's going to try and take this crowd away from you and turn this into their thing.
We need to
And
resist it.
for people who are on the stage or not immediately in the crowd,
Which is me, yeah.
yeah,
And me.
yeah,
No,
there's
you're in the
but
back.
no, you're not involved in this. So
Mm.
the other red sashes are going to start making moves to come. Well, they make moves to come up on you and basically take control. They're going to push you off the lectern and be like, this is our show now, type thing, and probably shiv you as well. So you're all going to get stabbed, basically.
Well, we're all going to get stabbed.
Yep, because you
I have a question.
suffer the consequences.
I have a question.
Mhm.
If I could get myself in a narrative position where I don't have to roll against the consequences, is that acceptable?
No.
No,
No,
it's
because you've
by
already-
taking part, you've
Okay.
put
all right.
yourself into the consequence.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
so.
right. All right. All right.
So I can roll to resist this, though, right?
Yep, everyone can roll to resist.
What are we rolling for resist?
Being stabbed.
Yeah, so
What are we rolling?
Yes.
in that case, it probably makes sense to say
It could be
prowess.
Prowess or
Oh, I
insight.
like prowess, but I am at
Prowess,
minus.
maybe, yeah.
I mean, you're all kind of sneaking through crowds and stuff, so it makes
Oh.
sense.
Oh, someone got a 1.
That was me.
No, that's 5 stress.
Are you out?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I rolled 6.
No, I didn't get a 6.
Oh no, Pigeon's out.
Pigeon is gone.
So how do you what happens to you when you
Hang on.
you stress out?
So what I think is going to happen is I'm going to say we'll continue the auction in a bit because the roll succeeded, so we still get that. And then I'm going to, as the red sashes walk towards me, I'm just going to grab them. I'm going to pull them outside. And then that's where I receive the trauma, I feel. Because I've resisted it as well. So they're kind of more out the way.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so like...
I got 6, by the way, on my resistance.
Cool. Because I have to leave the scene.
And also I spent 2 stress to give myself an additional dice, if I'm allowed to do that.
I don't see why. I don't see why not,
No,
but it doesn't make sense because you're spending stress to not take stress.
All right,
so.
all right. I'll redo it. Because I'm at
I would just take the final dice and remove it, so you would only get one stress.
Because technically I'm actually only rolling 2 dice rather than.
Yeah, we'll just re-roll.
Okay.
Oh, I got 6.
Nice.
That's the way we've been doing it. Like if we miss roll, we just re-roll as a rule.
Fair enough.
Cool. So so none of you you all managed to avoid being stabbed.
Well,
Someone else has to take over. I'm going to mute myself because, I can still comment, but
Pigeon, as the two red sashes come up on stage to kind of take control of the situation, he sort of just grabs hold of them and sort of barrels them off like backstage type thing, and but you succeeded in getting the bidding happening, and it's got up to 7, and then everyone's kind of like, okay, so what is going on? It's ground to a halt again where there's nobody on stage, and it the remaining red sashes look like they're probably going to try. They're going to take advantage of this now.
Well, we did succeed in the roll, so they're still willing to bid.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, if the situation gets taken control of and someone starts leading the action, then the bidding will continue. And one of the red sashes, walks up onto the stage, quite obviously heavily armed, and stands at it and says, "All right, any more bids?" And so goes, "Like, how about you?" And pointing at the noble with a gun, like a pistol. It's like, "How about you? Any bids from you?" And it's like, and the person's like, "Yeah." And the bidding continues as he starts pointing people out with his pistol.
I feel like in a way this is kind of helping us because he's making people bid on our product.
Yeah, but they're going to take all the profit. They're going to take the money, aren't they? They're not going to let us walk away with the money.
Everyone's going to hate us again.
Right, so I'm going in the back. I'm going to go into the back room now.
You enter the back room and you find Mackie and 2 Aruvian women stood over him. He's sprawled on a couch, with his
I'm just going to
chest exposed.
I'm literally going to barge in and go, I don't care what your background with him is. We need to sort this out because this is going to affect everything.
Yeah.
We will give you half the no, don't fuck. You're not there. So stop shaking your head. We will give you half the income that we will make from this, and then we will discuss potential terms in you. What, you want us to take on 20 people or however many there are? Yeah, fuck off.
You're already dead. Bye.
And that's going. And we'll come up with a for distributing our product, which is good shit. We will come up with a deal with you. Is this Sway? Is this Consul? Is this?
I mean, she's got a. Yeah, I mean, she's got a back to. Well, there's 2 women there. One of them is the lieutenant who will come in, and the other one is you know, one of the other randoms, and neither of them are facing you, and you just start addressing them. And as you start talking to them, the taller one with the hair down, the shorter hair down both sides, she turns to you. Well, she turns to the other woman. She says, "I'll deal with you two later. You watch him." And like she sort of like puts her hand up as you're about halfway through your spiel and says, "Let me stop you right now.
All right.
This is our auction now."
Is it? What product are you selling?
Is this Ishanti?
Yeah, our product that you made for us. So you can, since we've got a little bonus here. We'll let you and the rest of your friends leave right now, and we'll speak no more of it. Or you can die tonight.
Stab.
I'm fucking vicious. Oh God.
You are vicious. You got to remember that.
And I mean, she's armed and ready to go.
No, but is she okay? All right.
Yeah.
Don't kill Ishanti. Kill Mafisa.
she's got like, you can see like blood dripping off like one of her hands, like her armored hands. And like when you look past her, you can see Mackie's got this. Half of his face is basically just purple now. So like blood, like these like slashes of bleeding slashes on his cheek.
You can do it.
And she's holding like a looks like a very fine Aruvian sword.
I believe in you.
And the other woman, she's kind of keeping an eye on both you and Mackie, and she's also armed with a sword and she has a pistol at her waist.
She just threatened me. I don't like being threatened.
Yeah. Also, Mackie, what are you doing in this situation? Like, you like the other woman walked in, and like she clearly recognized you, but then she saw her boss like having some kind of thing with you, and she was like, "Shit." This is not the time to reveal anything. But she's clearly, I mean, like she shoots you like daggers, like she is, as she realizes what the fuck this is. Yeah.
Oh fuck me! I'm fish. See, I'm either going one of two ways. I'm either gonna just leap at her and attack her because that's
troubles with your trauma is an XP trigger, and this would be trouble with your trauma.
yes, but this could also end up in TPK.
Yeah, which is cool.
Shit happens.
If you do that, If you do that, do I have a point in finesse if I finish that sentence? Yes, I do. If you do that, I like the idea that you leap at Isani, which is the one that is talking to you. I grab her and pull her out of the way into a loving embrace, because of course.
I'll save you, my love.
And then you accidentally wail and kill Mafisa. And then I can bullshit that she was one of Ryden's spies. That's basically what.
Basically, yeah. Since you two can't negotiate or discuss this, like,
yeah.
What are either of you you doing? Like, are you going to attack her?
Can you give me a moment to think? I could give them Mackie and just say you can have Mackie, but we want as it's our hard work that's gone into this product. We want half of the coin still. Otherwise, there won't be any deal afterwards, and you won't make any more money from this, from any of the product that we shift.
Mackie gets beaten up.
Are you gonna make that offer? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. She says, "You think we forgot that that warehouse job? Like
Warehouse job?
warehouse job.
You're talking about the one that who attacked them?
It was the crows attacked them while you were doing.
So I'm going to say what the crows attacking you.
Sure. Yeah, we know.
You know what? You don't know shit.
You're not helping.
Stab, stab, stabbity stab.
So yeah, I'm going to say so that's the offer. The offer is you get him, you get half exactly 50-50 of the coins here, or you don't get anything.
I think it's 70-30. I'll take Mackie.
50-50, and you take Mackie.
I mean, in all fairness, my dear, that is a fair deal. Shut up.
This is good deal.
Yeah, you say it's like a tooth full, like bubbles out your lips.
Do you want me
She
to roll
doesn't.
anything?
Yeah, I mean, sure. You're trying to convince her this is what should happen, right? You're not,
Chris,
or
you're
are you
really
just
dead.
telling her? Are you threatening her?
No,
this is what's going to happen.
No, I'm literally.
Or else,
Well,
or-
maybe there might be a bit of, but it's not really a threat. It is literally you either get it or you don't get anything because we'll take the product and run.
And to be
No,
fair, they
it
don't
sounds-
know where it is.
yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're trying to dictate terms to her. It's
Please don't say command.
it feels more like a command, but
Oh, I don't have command.
I mean, if you're trying to negotiate, like, but because you don't really sound like you're negotiating, you sound like, this is how it's going to be, or else, like,
Go
this-
60-40. Go 60-40.
No, sure, we'll go command then. We'll go command because I haven't got any command.
Sure, okay, let's go for it. Command it.
Mackie, do you have any? Do you have command?
I have command. That is a
So
brilliant
I assume
question.
it's going to be desperate.
No, I do
because-
not.
Are we in desperate?
Oh yeah, it's definitely desperate. Yeah.
Then you might be able to assist and for a stress.
Is
and
it
give-
standard, lower, limited?
It's limited effect because she's in a much stronger position than you are.
Okay.
Could I foresight this?
Sure. Like what? Like, I mean, somehow
How?
you anticipated the possibility of your both two ex-lovers cornering you and wanting to take away your auction. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I foresight assist, so you get an extra dice. Yeah.
So what is it you've done to provide this assistance
So in
with
the
your foresight?
in the time that has gone in between me going backstage and Magpie coming in the chaos that is the auction going on, I have tried to negotiate as well with the two red sashes. And that's why I'm now on the chair, because I'm trying to turn them against each other.
Okay, so your assistance is that basically you've weakened their position because
Yes.
they're mistrusting of each other at this point. Right.
Exactly. Like, there has to be a reason why this one other girl has come running to me. And Isani probably knows that this is
So-
not the end.
So do I get a bonus dice then? Is that what you're saying?
Sure, yeah, we'll give you a
Okay.
bonus dice.
Right, so I'm going to spend 2 stress to raise it from limited to standard. Is that doable?
Yeah,
And then
you can
I
push
get-
yourself.
And then I get 2 bonus dice because of Mackie and because of Daredevil.
Yeah.
So I'm actually rolling 2 dice. Hopefully.
Go, go, go.
Oh, close. I got 2 5s.
Okay, so you succeed, but
Doesn't
there's some
matter.
serious consequences. So,
I'm gonna get harmed.
so okay, she agrees to your terms. Like, okay, 50-50 it is. I'll take Mackie. But that's
Well, yeah, okay. I did also mention like the possibility of a distribution deal as well.
Don't bring that up again. She's forgotten about it.
Well, no, the and you'll supply, you'll supply us in the future.
I will say, I'm going to potentially bullshit a bit and say, like, however, Mackie is instrumental in this product, so we would eventually like him back. Basically, I'm trying to keep him alive.
Thank you. You're not helping.
I don't see why.
Look, are you dead yet, Mackie?
No.
Then he's helping.
Okay, so serious consequence. She she says all these things, says, okay, we agree. And then she rushes forward like crazy fast and swipes your knife out of your hand.
What knife?
Yeah. Or, any weapons that you happen to have. And if you don't have any weapons, she just, grabs hold of you.
I haven't said I've got a weapon yet.
Well, that's fine.
She's going to use a spider ability on you. She's going to use the ghost contract on you. I'm calling it now.
No, but
Okay.
yeah, she grabs you by the neck and pins you against a wall.
Can I
And then
resist? Can I resist this and sort of step out of the sort of like roll with it, like roll?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
As she goes to grab me, I sort of roll behind her and just basically go, "Ha ha! You can't touch me. I'm the gingerbread man."
Touch this.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Roll to resist. I mean, she's
What
going
is
to
it?
pin
Is
you
it-
to the wall
is
and
it-
breathe in your face.
Is it prowess?
Yeah, I
Being
mean,
that I'm
prowess
physically
makes sense.
moving
yeah.
out of the way. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
it's like it's sort of finesse, prowess. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so
Right, I'm on -1 dice to resist this. Got a 6.
nice.
Let's try.
Okay, yeah. So she tries to grab you. No, well, she tries to grab you by the neck and
I just
basically
I literally
breathe
just,
into your face.
I literally
and
just put
you-
my hands behind my. I literally go whoa and just put my hands behind my back and sort of like just step side, sort of like
Mhm.
step around her, so I'm behind her.
Yeah, and as she kind of like goes past you, she spins around, holds a sword out to you, and she says, "You're fast. I like that. But now you stay. I don't want to see you until we come knocking for our next shipment. Do you understand me?" She says, "I don't want to see you again, and I certainly don't want you to see you following us
Following you where?
anywhere.
Well,
You go back home. You go back to wherever you came from
well, you're gonna have a
and
hard
make
time.
more of this product for us."
Sure, but what's the deal gonna be? We need to hammer that out, don't we? So we're gonna need to see each other before then, anyway, so we can work out a deal that we both benefit from. Surely.
That's why we've got Mackie for.
He doesn't. I'll look at him and go, "Really? You really think he knows much about it?"
You just said he's instrumental.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
I said in
Making it.
in the creation of it, not the actual fucking
Distribution.
hmm
You're so instrumental in the making of it, then we don't need you at all, do we?
Well, good luck, because he's instrumental, but there are many cogs in this machine.
Oh snap!
Yeah. Don't go there, woman.
That was.
What are you laughing at? What's funny?
Fox has been broken.
Oh no.
I like this.
Can we try turning them off and on again?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, that's basically what I was doing.
But yeah, if she goes to me, I'm not gonna let her touch me. Basically, I'm not gonna be the aggressor, and I'm gonna literally just try and dodge every fucking
Yeah, she's
thing she does to try to do me.
she's not going to attack, but she's just saying that. like if you try and fuck this up in any way, like before they get out with their share of things, then
Okay, and then you need to make
Things
sure, and as long as they don't fuck us over,
okay. Well,
deal.
let's get
I'm
this
gonna-
auction.
I'm going to hold out my hand.
Shake your hand with
I'll stab her to death. No,
Please don't.
yeah. Do it. Come on, vicious.
oh, trust me, Vicious was brewing quite a lot in that. She's lucky to be walking out of here alive. To be perfectly honest.
I mean, if you stab her, I can possibly convince Mephisto to let me go.
But anyway, okay, so we've got a deal.
Okay.
I'm going to walk out and go. I'm going to walk up on stage and get the guy off the fucking stage that's ruining it for us. And I'm
He
gonna...
he seems to be doing an alright job.
Oh,
actually.
okay. Well, then I'll let him continue.
The bid is now at 8 coin.
Well, that's up to Monty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The bidding's kind of like when.
Oh, and
Like, you come out
and
and-
before we go out as well, I will go. It was the Ravens anyway, and I'll walk out because I was there. We just robbed them. We didn't kill anyone. We just stole some shit.
I've got a couple of questions actually.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to go back on this plan, or are you going to go through with it? Does anyone?
No, I think we should go. We need to improve relations with at least some of them, and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
also. And if you remember the Grey Seers or whatever they're called. Sorry, that's Skaven. What are they called? Who are the blokes?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The
There's
ones-
grey cloaks.
Yeah, is it them that I went in? I followed and ended up in. We
Oh no, that was the Spirit Wards.
Spirit Wolves. They want us to stop the fight between the Blood Crow. No,
The Red Sashes and
Red
the
Sashes,
Crows.
The Crows. So we need to get in with one of them, and both of them currently hate us. So at least this is a step in the right direction to do
No, it sounds
something.
really good. And my second question is,
Okay, James just kind of waltzed in. Just to be clear, my character is not good with your plan.
Well,
Like,
that's
I don't care as a player, but like as my character is like
and
not.
that's why I asked, because my thought was, if one character isn't good with the plan, then there's stuff to do here. Otherwise, it would have been really fun to see what happened to Cameron's character. But if you're not good with the plan, maybe we skip to the end of the auction when they try to take the money.
Sure. Yeah.
They can take the money. I think as soon as like things are going south, like they're taking over, and like we're not really able to do anything about it, Blood Crow is just gonna bolt for it. And it is her product, so she was carrying it the whole time.
well, it's not your product. It's the game's product.
Not in her eyes, that's the thing.
That's not what she thinks.
Well, no, it is the gang's product because it wasn't just made by Blood Crow. Raven also put a lot of hard work into
No,
it.
we all put work into it.
We all did.
We didn't make
That is
it.
true. I'm not being a dick like as a player, but the character is like, oh fuck you guys.
Plus, this was a private downtime to make something a bit different, so it kind of is their product,
Yeah.
if you think about it that way.
Yeah. Josefka has had her own special side project going on
Yeah,
to
I
make
agree.
this. So,
I agree with the character.
yeah.
Personally, out of character. I
Right,
agree
so
with the character.
we're fucked. We're fucked again. Brilliant. Okay.
But it's fine. Okay. So yeah, we skip past the auction. In total,
60% of nothing?
like you had two. Was it two files of the high quality stuff to
Let me
push, wasn't it?
check if I wrote it down. Maybe on the other. No, I didn't write it down. So if you say it's two,
Yeah,
it's two.
we'll say two. So like the first one tops out at 8, and then when it's revealed that the next one is like the only one available, like its rarity is effectively doubled at this point. So it's that goes all the way up to 12. So you got 20 coin on the line at the moment.
And 40% to us, that is
8.
No, yeah, well, no, because Magpie ended up getting her to agree to 50-50, wasn't it?
No, 50-50, so 10.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So it's 10 coin each, plus they take Mackie away.
But we've still got 10 coins, so.
I did try and sow the seeds that they won't kill him, but I don't know.
I mean, the gang probably doesn't want to kill him. The individuals, less so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you get to the you're in the back room with the product.
Well, we haven't got the product. If
Well, no, because
if Blood
Bloodcrow's
Crow's
got
run-
the product.
if Blood Crow
Presumably.
runs off without the product, then I'm going to chase her down. Simple as that.
So you said there's 2 vials, right?
Mhm.
We can say it so that 1 vial was on the stage, like being presented, and I bolted with the other vial. So you can negotiate the 1 vial, maybe. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, we can go with that.
Just so it's not a shit show. I'm trying to not be a dick as a player.
Yeah, so you got the demonstration vial. And I mean, well, it's up to you whether or not you want to. I mean, it's clear that some kind of deal has been reached. You've not really been privy to the particulars. So unless presumably you'll meet up, the rest of you, and talk about what's happened. So like what deal has been made. Like all of you should know what deal has been made.
Well, when do we do? Is that going to be downtime thing, or is that going to be while we're at the event?
No, because this is during the score. You still haven't actually gotten away with it yet. So.
Pigeon's fucked off. Mackie's going to hold off by the red sashes. The only people that are here, and oh, my internet's, oh, for fuck's sake. What is wrong with my internet?
You're still coming through, okay?
Yeah, but there is a delay.
Okay.
Someone just let me know if it drops. But anyway, so the only people that are here, so Blood Crow's fucked off with one of the products anyway.
Well, that's not been established yet. Just that it's a possibility.
Right, so there's only 3 of us here that I can talk to, really, and I will explain exactly what happened and what options we have. We could either try and amend, at least get someone on our side, or we could just continue pissing every fucking gang off in the entire fucking city until we have absolutely no one to turn to, and we're just going to get murdered. So it's up to what you want to do with the product, I guess. But in my opinion, it's the best of a fucking bad situation.
I'm sorry, are you saying you're talking to her before she disappeared?
I assume so. If we have a chance to meet up beforehand.
I mean, you don't necessarily have a reason to disappear unless, because like it doesn't look like things are escalating or like the red sashes are gonna like take over now. It looks like there's some kind of arrangement being reached.
The dude was pointing a gun at nobles. She didn't see anything in the back room, and they did try to shank us. So I don't know.
Well, it's up to you whether or not this is too hot for you, you're out, or not.
No, I just think that this is more that she's struggling with, this was my project and everything's going south. So no, I think I'm sorry, but I think she's gonna disappear before you explain it to her. So
Okay.
you can talk to her back at the base. But
If I'm alive,
certainly. So you got your 1 vial and that's it.
You might say that you can promise to get the 2nd vial to the other buyer, even.
I don't know. I'm sort of. I don't know. I don't know. I think we're not working. I don't know. I think we should go on a break because I'm a bit annoyed now.
Okay.
Don't
Very
take
good.
it personally. It's just roleplay. Let's go. Break.
Right, we'll be back in a minute. Right, we're back. Hi, everyone.
Hello. So we have our predicament. We've got this deal that's been made, and the auction has come to a close with 2 bidders. There's only 1 file available currently because Alexis has seen this whole thing going south and has decided to get out of Dodge. And Mackie is currently turning into a rather bruised
Cushion.
plum. It's it's a deep shade of purple at this point, and is being watched by a very angry ex, while his other very angry ex is keeping an eye on the handover for the auction.
All right, so we've got
So-
one of the vials, haven't we? So we'll hand off one of the vials. Then I'll look round briefly for Bloodcrow, see that she's not there, and then I'm going to have to bullshit.
Yeah.
Can
So
I do something at the same time?
yeah, sure, go for it. What are you doing?
I'm going to try and... I'm basically going to try and force Nafisa to try and stab me to death.
What?
What?
I'm going to take my concealed palm pistol out and I'm going to shoot her.
Oh.
Fair enough. Right.
You know,
So-
you do know pistols aren't quiet, don't you?
Yes, that is the plan.
It's-
You know you roll one less dice at the moment, right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay, so while you are prepared, so what you're just going to try and get the drop on her while she's watching you and just shoot.
Yeah.
It-
I'm talking to her. I'm going, Nafisa, you need to understand. Isani is crazy.
What?
Like,
Honor is crazy.
I'm sure she'll understand.
Yeah.
She's crazy. That's why I left her. My heart has always been with you.
What did you
Please.
think
Isn't she standing right there?
Yeah.
No, she's with Magpie.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, Asani's with Magpie
I'm on my
overseeing
own with
the
Nafisa.
handoff. Yeah,
I'm on my
So-
own with Nafisa.
cool. Yeah, so while you're espousing your true love to
Nafisa.
Nafisa,
Please,
It's-
just
yeah. I mean,
I'll
Asani
hold my
sees that
arms
you've only
up,
got the one vial, and she goes, "Like, we've sold two. What's going on here?"
Well, for safety caution, we kept it away from the auction, and we will bring it later.
Good acting.
I know, it's good, isn't it? I don't know. I don't. Oh,
Stanislavski would be proud.
Actually, the likelihood is Magpie wasn't it filled in. What happens? I go, well, I don't know. I guess it's not here at the moment. I'll have to go get it.
She says, "Well, person who paid the highest, they get the right to this one then."
That's correct. Yep, and then I'll get the other one.
It's like, she's so she she meets up with the noble, and I mean, you're allowed to be in a room with her, like nobody stops you. So if you're going to watch the transaction, then
Yep.
the noble has like a person with them who takes like a lockbox and opens it up and deposits several sacks of coin,
Mm-hmm.
and she counts it and then hands it to one of her red sash's associates to spirit away. And
Well, 10 of it, surely.
no, she hands all of it over.
12.
And then she summons the other noble in, and
Hang on. How much was it in total? 20 coins?
20 of which she's
So I'm like,
got
well,
12.
I'm going to be like, two of that's ours, surely.
and you'll get that when you deliver.
How do I know I'm going to get that when I deliver? How do I
Same
not
way
know?
I-
How do I not know you're screwing me over right now?
Are you going to question my honor right now in
Well,
front of our guests?
You just questioned mine.
You're the person who doesn't have the things,
Well, we had
who
one
doesn't
of
have the
them.
stuff that you promised.
Oh, I might just stab her.
Are you really going to make this more difficult than it has to be?
All right, then I'll go get the other item. So I'm going to head back to. Oh dear, I'm going to head back to the base and get the item.
As that's happening,
Yeah, she says. Before you leave, she says. She gives you a location to make like a drop off, basically, and says to the noble, you'll make the exchange here, and that way you're not paying without receiving your goods. And I apologize for my associates. And she goes, and then so as she sees you off, she says, "It's been a pleasure doing business with you. I'll see you again in future for our next deal. And for your 2 coin," she says, like, as if it's like a. I mean, she's somewhat mockingly, but it's like
Is she
she's
on
not
her
pushing.
own?
No,
Okay.
she's in the room with the other red sashes.
Right, so
I'm
I'm
the only
gonna,
one.
I'm gonna grab Fox then. I'm gonna grab Raven, and we're gonna head. I'm gonna take her back to make sure she's safe.
Please don't.
Yeah, and at this point,
Please don't.
I mean, that's score basically over. Like, you can choose to go back to drop this thing off and exchange it with the naval if you want.
Well,
or
I've
you
got to
just
do.
leave
I've got to
it.
speak
But
to.
besides
I've got to speak to Bloodcrow then. So
But,
I'll do that.
What
Yeah,
happened to Mackie?
I
yeah,
don't really
yeah.
care anymore.
Yeah, yeah, she's like, you're taken with them.
I'd like to introduce Holtz at base and what's happened to him.
Yeah, so like you disappeared. Like
I
you.
had a plan.
So what happens to? Yeah. You well, go back to base. So what happens when Holt shows up, presumably at some point? Yeah.
No, Holtz will be at base when they return.
I see. Right.
So what's happened is so for the viewer, Holt's obsessed with human person symmetry. Demon eye here. And when he got the red sashes out, they started cutting at him. Ripped it out across his face this way. His face is like it's like bleeding. He's managed to stop it. There's blood all over him, his own. And just a massive flesh wound on one side of his face that's going to scar horribly. And he's going to have the trauma unstable because he is no longer
My beautiful face has been ruined.
exactly. He surgically put a mole on each side of his face just to like.
I'm just gonna cut one of them off. Okay, so
No, you're not.
I am.
You're not
Am I not?
because we're not seeing.
All right. Well, all right. So what do we need to do for this end of the score?
Well, I mean, I wanted to still do something.
Yeah, I do think that one of the people needs to.
Get some resolution first. Yeah. Sure. So yeah, the rest of you will get back to base. You can do your deal with the noble, get the 8 coin out of it. Fine. Mackie, in the meanwhile, is taken to a rather dimly lit dungeon in the Red Sash's headquarters in, I think it's in Coleridge, if I recall.
Well, I'm gonna do a flashback. I've put a tracking device on him.
Well, I mean, it's fairly obvious where they're taking him anyway, to be fair. And also, tracking devices aren't really a thing per se. But
They are now.
Oh, we can
They're
establish that they exist, but
I'm joking.
Like, I wanted to do something at the theatre still, but sure.
it's in Crowsfoot, shall I say? Sure. I mean, if you want to try and negotiate or do something before you're dragged off to Crowsfoot, sure.
Like, what I wanted to do was I wanted to get Nafisa in an embrace through consort, so that at point blank range I can shoot her with the palm pistol.
Yes, of course. That's what you were trying to do before.
Yeah.
Sure.
That-
Yeah, go for it then.
Does it feel like prowl though?
I mean, it does feel like prowl since you're trying to sneak something. I mean, you're not really trying to say, like, you know, oh
I'm
my love,
confessing my love.
look
You
at
know,
my
I
gun.
am. I'm trying to appeal to our former love.
I mean, I guess you're trying to get her close.
That would be
Like-
a setup action for the attack,
Yeah, that sounds about right. So,
which would mean you rolled twice.
yes. So well, once for your setup to establish the effect level on you shooting her, basically.
Okay, so would that be consort for the setup?
Setup. Mm-hmm.
-1 dice on each roll.
Yes. Should it just be risky standard?
I mean, I say for the consorts, risky is probably about right. Yeah, risky standard. Yeah.
Risky standard. I'm not gonna push myself on this. I'm gonna push myself on the prowl if it works. Fuck it, let's go for it.
Nope. So yeah, you try working your Mackie charm on her, and
I spit blood
There's
all
a-
over her dress.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. You try
No,
to
but what?
you try to
What
say
are you
you try to
saying?
say something like smooth, and it just comes out as like a kind of half moan as your like face is just this purple grapefruit, and you just like spit like teeth at her or something, and I mean she steps back, she like and kind of like looks at you in disgust. It's like,
Can give up here and not do the second part.
yeah.
Just saying, we can skip to the dungeon.
I'll
Yeah,
skip to the dungeon.
Okay, cool.
Dungeons are fun.
So
With any
yeah.
luck, I will be with any luck, it'll be Insani that's going to interrogate me.
Yeah, so you're dragged off to the Red Sash Sword Academy, in Crowsfoot, which is a sort of like a large mansion that's been converted into a training school for Eruvian swordplay.
Ooh, you got a new decorator.
And yeah, you're being held in a cellar below the mansion. And yes, Asani comes down alone this time to.
I seem to remember this being the cell we used to meet in. Fond memories.
Oh, you definitely remember if you'd been here before. You're not going to forget this time.
Can I just say that the swelling has gone down at least?
Yeah, sure. It's had a bit of time to go down. Plus, the cellar's quite cold. So,
Yeah.
so you were telling me before we were interrupted about
Yes.
how this is all a terrible misunderstanding.
Insani, you know me. A week before I arrived in Duskwall, the entirety of Night Sun burned to the ground. and that it was the fault of the chemist Ryben. I came to Duskwall because I suspected that they had come here to try and hide from me. But I was a stranger to the city. I knew nothing. And then I found you. You lit up my world. You gave me more than one purpose. I love you. I always have and I always will. But Ryven found out I was here. And he managed to convince someone that I was a threat to the Red Sashes. I had to flee because they threatened to kill you. They threatened to turn the entire organization against you unless I stopped seeing you. Don't think it wasn't easy. 3 months of utter bliss gone. What was I meant to do? I couldn't have come to you for it. You wouldn't have believed me. The Red Sashes are loyal, but this person isn't. There's always an exception, and this person is. Please. Was everything that we did together worth nothing to you?
Let's roll and find out.
That was great,
Thank you.
but I mean, it's such bullshit, but it was great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh.
I particularly liked how you accidentally double negative yourself and actually said it was easy to leave it. So it's like,
Did I?
yeah.
Whoops. In that case, should it be desperate?
I mean, you're in a kind of desperate situation right now anyway, so yes.
Yeah. So desperate. What's the effect?
But let's say standard. Like, I mean, she feels like she's in control of the situation, and she feels like, you know, you're not going to. I mean, you'll probably say anything to get out of this, but also, like, you, as you said, you know her. You know better than to lie to her face.
Yeah. I'm going to push myself for 2 stress.
Sure, go for it.
I can't think of a devil's bargain.
That would be instead of the 2 stress anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Right. Let's.
We can't help you.
No one can.
5.
Nice. So you succeed with with a serious consequence.
She cuts your knob
My
off.
goodness. No,
Little something
she gets
to
the
remember
lips
by.
out.
See?
So she okay.
So
So
I
who was
started-
it? Like, who was it that betrayed us and that drove us apart?
Who do you think? Who else joined you in hunting me down when you found me at the auction? It was Nafisa.
Da da da.
She gives you a long, hard look, and then she turns and leaves.
I like how
And-
he's playing. I like how he's playing the field or playing whatever.
And then she comes back, and like, you know, a few minutes later, she comes back in with Nafisa, and she sort of like tells her to go stand next to you, or like, you know, kind of, you know, sort of close to you. And she says, "Tell her what you told me."
I know you're working with Ryben. Everything that you did to try and get into my good books. I was a fool to believe. And then you revealed that he was here. and then you tried to blackmail me.
So, like, Nafisa is going to punch you extremely hard in the face, like right where you were punched before. In fact, she's going to like double down on splitting that grapefruit. So you can probably take another level 2 harm. And like, yeah, I mean, like, she splits your cheek. It's a mess.
Like, oh,
And the Nafisa like turns to her son. She says, "He's lying. Like, I don't even know who this Reaven is. Like I've been like, you know, I've been loyal. I would never do anything to you. Certainly not for this." Sani kind of like looks to you. I mean, because she's kind of already, you know, you've already established that she believes you. That's what she looks to you. Like, and she looks between like you and Fussy and she pulls a pistol out and points it at your face.
I stare down the barrel, willing to accept what's about to come.
And then she shoots Nafisi in the face. Yes.
Bye-bye, Nafisi.
So you failed at seducing them both.
Yeah.
However, there is one left.
I'd say she's been pretty well seduced, or at least seduced in a sense of the word.
Yeah, she takes 2 coin out of her like a coin pouch. She throws it into your face.
Ow!
Cuts the ropes holding you down to the actually she doesn't cut them, like, you know, she's in her own base, she's not going to just cut her own ropes. She just like unties you and she says, "Get out. If I ever see your face again."
Smooch her.
That's what I want to do.
Fucking do it.
Do it.
Fucking do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I grab her and I kiss her. I grab her and I kiss her.
It tastes of pain.
Mackie is aroused.
And she doesn't push you off her. At least not at first. Like, it lasts for about 3 seconds, and then she pushes you back, and she's just got, like, you know, your blood smeared over her face.
Sexy.
Sexy blood.
Oh.
And then she slaps you, but like it really hurts.
Oh, yeah, I deserve that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I
the
deserve
face is
that.
already swollen.
Yeah. Yeah, and you've got a
deserve
split
that.
cheek, and her face is softened a bit, but she's still got that hard look in her eyes. It's just, now just go.
I take the 2 coin, and as I'm about to leave, I turn round to her and I say, "What are you doing for dinner tomorrow night?"
Oh my god, you're pushing your luck.
And just before she can answer, I leave.
Nice.
Quickly.
Yeah. And done. Okay, we should probably do downtime actions.
We've got to smooch in. We've got to
Well,
smooch.
no, we got to wrap up the bloody. Well,
Yeah, it's free play first.
Oh, yes, let's do the free play to cover up the this remaining 8 golds worth of exchange that needs to happen. Okay.
Oh, fuck, Lone Walker. Why did I not read that?
Okay, Aaron.
Oh, that's a brilliant devil's bargain. Sorry.
Me and you are going to have words after this show, you know.
I'm sorry. I'm very excitable today.
Right.
Okay.
So what do we need to do?
So-
So I get to the thing. I see that Holtz has got himself a stupid mole on his face to make
Well,
himself...
yeah,
That's not what happens. I've got a huge, like,
Yeah, half his face is horrendously scarred, like
Yeah.
big, like gash down it. Yeah.
where it is not. It's not healed yet.
Yeah.
I've got a rag,
Alright,
big
Yeah,
rag
it will
of
have an
blood
horrendous
still
scar.
Okay, well, I'll be like, maybe next time, be careful, whatever. Well, I'm going to find Bloodcrow. Is she here? Is she here? Is she in her lab? I'm going to check the lab.
She's in the
I'm
lab.
gonna go with.
Where the fuck did you go?
Out away from 36 red sashes.
I managed to bargain a deal with them. It's not the greatest deal, but it's a deal nonetheless.
Oh, and that's why you're not murdered?
What, did you want us murdered?
No. You just got out of like an ambush. I'm just asking how you survived.
Well, they're going
An
to
ambush that you left us all to die in.
Well, I can't excuse myself, that's right.
Right, well, we need the other product because we made a deal that they're going to take 50% and we take 50%. And we get to live.
After sale,
Yes. 10 coins in total. For us. That's the split. There's no about it. Where's the product?
the product's with me,
I'm going to hold out my hand. I need
and
it.
they're not going to go after us.
No, we're going to arrange some sort of distribution deal with them or something.
I'm sorry, what? A distribution deal?
Yes.
I am not making drugs for the rat sashes.
It's non-negotiable, Bloodcrow.
So what? You're gonna shank the person who helped you make it?
Well, no,
No, I'm saying we got to do this.
we've got to do this. Otherwise, we're dead.
And you owe that much to us after you left us to potentially die.
She's gonna give you the vial and say, I should have just run away from Duskwall.
Oh, character type. Is that? Well, you could come back at some point.
Well, I'm going to be like, why would you do that? We need to get some form of allies. If you don't know, if you haven't noticed, we're losing friends left, right, and centre.
They didn't say they're going to run away from Dustbowl. It is and then the character
Oh, okay.
leaves.
No. They said like I should have run away completely, but you know,
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood. My bad.
but I'm here now. Magpie, it was not your place to negotiate with
Whose place was it?
no one's. I made this.
Okay, Yuzeska, look. Let me level with you. We're all in this together. You can't do this alone. We can't do this alone.
No, that's true. I can't do this alone. I wouldn't have been able to do this. But the same is also true for you. Next time, don't just bargain with my product.
It's not your
It's
product.
not your product. It's ours. We all put in this effort. We all put in the
I'm
research,
sorry.
the time and effort to find the resources to make this happen.
I'm sorry, who spent the last 2 months stalking innocent people in Duskwall? Do you know how hard it is to find innocent people in Duskwall?
So you refine this one particular strain. The original product wouldn't exist without all of us. If it wasn't for my knowledge of ghosts, you wouldn't have this. You wouldn't have this to begin with.
So how long is this distribution deal gonna be?
Whatever. As long as,
As long as it's
takes.
needed.
No offense, Blood Crow. We weren't in a position to be. We're lucky we got fucking 50%. She was going to kill us all. You know that, and just take the product and the money and fuck off.
And Mackie.
And Mackie. Mackie, unfortunately, I didn't have.
They've got Mackie.
Yeah, unfortunately, they took Mackie. I couldn't get. Yeah, we'll get him back somehow.
Whilst you left us all to die, Mackie sacrificed himself. So.
All right, don't be too like.
He sacrificed himself on his own accord.
So,
Am I hearing this right?
but let's be honest, Blood Crow. We need allies, right? We need to turn some of these enemies into more of allies, ally things, whatever.
The red sashes, though. I mean,
It's a start. It's a step forward rather than a step backwards. And if you remember,
We've got a common enemy.
if you remember as well, yeah, and if you also remember, the fog hounds. Nope. I'm looking at the list here. I'm looking at
The crows.
No. The war between the crows and the reds. Who was it again? It was the Grey Wardens.
The Spirit Wardens.
Where's the Grey Wardens from?
Grey Wardens is from Dragon Age.
Okay. Yeah, the Spirit Wardens. I mean, if we can get friendly with the Spirit Wardens, that might even get us more access to more sort of ghosts and more memories and shit. So it's a step in. It's one step forward.
Okay.
I mean, if you think about it right now, all we're doing.
No. What I'm thinking is, are the red sashes gonna come here one night and just kill all of us?
Well, they don't know where we are.
Yeah, but
They don't know where we are, and they don't know how to make
I
our
have
product. As long
You
as we
just said
can
you
provide
have
the product.
Mackie. Like, what guarantee do I have I'm gonna live till tomorrow?
Well, we're in a secure location.
They don't know where we are, and as long as we're alive, they get product. As long as they don't find out how we make that product, they need us.
Well, they got one of us probably getting tortured right about now.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
let's
does
be
Mackie
honest.
really know anything about
Yeah,
the
but-
process?
well, let's be honest. Does Mackie really know anything?
Yeah, but what if they catch you next time?
Well, she tried catching me, but she couldn't because I was a little bit too fast to her. Let's be honest. I did stab Olaf to death, and I did stab most of those other guys to death as well the other week. Did I? Am I just making this up?
I think you
Sure.
got two
I
of them.
mean,
You stabbed
I'm
a bunch
having a
you stabbed
feeling.
a bunch of people a lot of times.
I'm having a feeling that a lot of things I do, you're taking credit for, Magpie.
What?
I mean, you sure stabbed Olive.
Yeah, I stabbed him good and proper. I jumped out of a window.
Hmm. I'm going to make this product, but god damn it, did you get us in a mess?
Well, I think we got us out of a mess, really.
I'm tempted to agree.
Well, no one made you stay there. You could have run as well.
And then we what?
And lost out on money. And the opportunity.
It wouldn't just be money that we lost. We would have lost any credibility with nobles. It would have been really hard to push this stuff again.
I mean, you want to say you got credibility now? When did they see you getting hung over with this deal?
No.
Okay. Well, maybe you can still sell to the nobles. I don't know.
Well, maybe. I mean, we can. I don't know. I don't know how it's made. I'm not technical minded. I just get stuff. If you want stuff, I can get it.
Well,
Once we know where the stuff is, so I can.
we'll see how this works out with the rat sashes.
Well, it's better than nothing. It's better than being dead, isn't it? Are you not happy that you're alive, breathing?
You're alive and you got paid.
Well, we haven't been paid yet.
Oh, paid? I'm sorry. You.
Well, we're
Honestly,
getting
fine.
paid.
Right. So I'll take this file and I'll go to this drop off.
yeah, and you know, you drop the thing off. You know, wait around for someone to show up. They show up. They take it. They leave a sack of coins behind. Then when you go to grab the coins, yeah, there's 30 coins in there as agreed.
10.
8.
All right. Okay.
That's what the buyer
Yeah.
agreed to pay for it.
Yeah. All right.
and you get back and you've got 8 coins. And then, with a bit of a gurgle, this bloody mess of a man, like, shows up.
So, do we need to roll? All right. So
Sorry. I calmly hold up the 2 coin. I throw them for someone to catch, not caring where it goes.
Catch them.
You know something? I forgot just how much I love Insani. Ugh, and I fall onto the floor, unconscious.
I let him fall on the floor.
Cool.
Glad to see you're in one piece, Mackie.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to throw the rest of the coin back to.
Why are you here? Did they let you go? What's going on?
Let's just say I might have an old flame burning again.
Also, why does your face look like it just crashed against the train?
The 8:15 express to the capital was leaving.
I think the saying is "love hurts."
Do you want me to fix it up then?
That would be nice.
All right, we'll drag him into like a first aid room then, and dump him on the bed, and then I'll give everyone. How much gold do we have in our?
10.
How much gold do we have in? How much gold can we have? Talons. We've got 2 coins in there, haven't we?
We should all take 2 coins from this job.
But then there's nothing left then. That's
We've got 2. We've also got 2 coins in the vault out of out of 4 that we could have in the vault. So this is the fairest way of spreading it around.
All right, that's what I'll do then. All right, well, I'll split I was going to sort of give us each 1 coin and then put the remainder in the bank.
There isn't room in the
But there
vault.
isn't room. Maybe
We need to do a vault upgrade.
Maybe we need to do a vault upgrade, yeah.
Well, maybe if you
Okay,
manage to upgrade get a crew advancement. you
So
can
we each
do
get 2
that.
gold then.
Yeah.
So what do we
2
do,
coins.
Mr. Monty? What
Let's
are the
downtime
steps?
this. So
We
the
We
payoff.
haven't done heat or anything.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're
Yeah,
about
so
to do.
we'll do the payoff first. So you've got the 10 gold basically. That's your
Yeah.
payoff in terms of rep.
Yeah, there's a lot of regret.
I've got.
We just lose rep.
I've got the character sheet up unless someone else wants to do it.
I've got it open, but I'll let you do it because otherwise
Okay.
we might overwrite each other.
Sure.
I mean, people certainly knew about what was going on. Nobles, red sashes, evidently. And I mean, as far as people know, a successful auction went down. I mean, the red sashes muscled their way in, so you probably. But
There wasn't
you probably.
bloodshed.
Oh, the
No,
no.
there wasn't any bloodshed,
We're gonna dress this up as. I reckon I'm gonna dress this up as extreme auction. That's what it's gonna be called. It's a new fad. You get threatened with gunpoint.
Extreme auctioning, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is that the hashtag for the session? We haven't
No.
had one of those for a while.
Hashtag danger, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I think we're saying probably about 4 rep for this. Makes sense.
Wonderful.
Right, heat. I mean, generally it was pretty smooth and quiet. Like you didn't escalate the thing to a full out like gang war inside the theatre, which probably would have drawn down the attentions of the Imperial military. So he kept things contained. Nobody got killed.
You do know it was very. I was going either way. You do know I was very tempted to murder.
Oh yeah,
them.
yeah. It almost turned into a complete bloodbath, but
Yeah, that would not have been fun.
you showed remarkable restraint.
There's something that went so badly wrong. I don't think we've gained much heat at all, have we?
No. I mean, I would say it was probably. I mean, it was probably smooth and quiet, really. Like
It's ridiculous.
but it's a high-profile, well-connected target. I mean, it was dealing with nobles, and they were threatened. I mean, it was by you, but it was a threatening situation, and it happened on hostile turf because I mean, everywhere is hostile turf at the moment because of the Imperial military. But there's no killing involved.
Not that we get
So-
that anyway.
No. So, yeah, it's only 2 heat, really.
Mwah. So we're on 2 heat.
Well done,
Okay.
James. Well done, James. Well done for playing that one out and actually.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, that's well played.
Well done, James,
right.
for not deciding to murder her, because that was my main initial fault.
That must have been very difficult.
And now we could potentially have an ally in the red sashes.
Yeah, or at least not an enemy.
Because he's bonking one of the lieutenants.
So
Who uses
entanglements.
bonking, for fuck's sake, Raven? Cheat, folks. 90s reference again.
The 90s. What you talking about?
Look, I am a golden oldies child at heart. Grew up with 60s, 70s,
Golden-
80s, 90s stuff.
Golden old. All right then. Whatever.
60s to 90s. Anything after the 90s, I'm kind of like, eh.
Right, what are we doing now?
Right, entanglements.
Tangle.
Oh, it's-
It's a fortune roll, isn't it? I think.
It is a fortune roll. I mean, I think unless there's an entanglement roll. No, there isn't. So
What?
just roll fortune.
Don't know why there isn't. Perhaps the person who created this character sheet
So-
should think.
Shall
about it.
I do it?
Thanks to Savroso, you
just
you
one
don't
die?
have a wanted level anymore. So you're on 0 dice. Yeah.
Not because of our tier.
No, it's 1d per wanted level.
Okay, so should I
And your
roll one?
wanted level you reduced to 0. So
I got it.
Okay.
Lois
Three.
is a 3.
3.
Oh,
Okay,
because low's good in this, isn't it?
it is, yes.
Not when you get too low though. If you get too low, it's really bad.
So since you're on 0 to 3 heat, that puts you on gang trouble or usual suspects. So, you can either, so basically, like your cohorts that have been pushing for you and generally keeping the operation going with the standard merch. Some of them get into a bit of trouble. There's a bit of a scuffle, and it's someone needs to be made made an example of, or you're going to lose face, or people are going to come to exact some revenge for where they've been messing
Sorry,
about
what
on their turf.
What do we have to do? What?
So basically, your gang that have been operating, pushing stuff around the night market, they tread on some other gang's toes, and you're either they're basically going to get bullied out of their territory, and you can lose rep equal to your tier +1. Or you're going to have them make an example of one of your gang members so that people know that you're not weak.
Hey, I'd like to do that. I haven't done much in a while because I got troubled out fairly early. So if you guys are okay with me, role play it.
As long as it's not weird. I
It'll
have
be
to
weird.
pull out a safety.
No,
and I've got to pull out a safety card.
Your reputation is strange and immortal. It definitely should be weird.
Right. Odd then.
Our rooks are stepping on some other people's territory that we really don't want to piss off. I'm going to go make an example. Shouldn't affect business. I'll be back. And then I go off to and anyone can come with me. I'm not going to say that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a public bar that our rooks kind of hang out at. And I'm going to beat the shit out of one of the ones that the other ones kind of look to.
Mhm. Yeah, there's one that's a little bit like he thinks of him kind of as like a potential leadership material. It's like the other like boys and girls look up to him type thing. It's like sort of like sees you coming in. He's like, "All right, boss, what can I do you for?" And you just like slam like a fist into, like before he finishes or something.
probably gonna try and kill him
Well, okay.
because
Okay.
because I'm unstable.
Well, I'm there, and I'm gonna try and pull you back before you do too much damage.
Okay, and I'll accept that. And so I won't be trying to kill. The effect won't be that I'll be killing him because I'm being held back.
Hang on, that's
Like-
vicious, isn't it?
Unstable.
Unstable also
He
would account
snaps.
for that. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
He just,
right.
he just
Yeah.
snap and does something that would be out of the ordinary. So he could be unstable and snap and just suddenly start brushing his hair and singing a lullaby to him. But
Yeah, and I didn't say what I'd do after I killed him either.
I want to know. I'm going to play my card here that we fade to black.
No, fade to black is sex. That is
I mean,
not
if you want to fade to black, then that's fine. But
So can I roll for this?
I mean, what are we doing? Do you want to fade to black and avoid?
No.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
want to actually attack this. Like,
Okay, cool.
I want to deal with the entanglement. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, so you pummel this guy to a pulp, and then Raven sort of manages to hold you back before you push it over the line. Well, what are you doing now? Yeah.
Well, no, I was going to roll to see if,
Oh, well, you're rolling to see. Like, okay, right.
like, making example.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
Because I'm coming out of nowhere with it. Can we call it a prowl?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you proper like sucker punch him. So yeah, let's go for it.
Just out of nowhere. Position.
I mean, it's pretty controlled. I mean, he was like, like all right, boss. So you're in a nobody's expecting anything. So sure, yeah,
Standard,
we'll go controlled standard. Yeah.
No bonus dice. Let's see how this goes. Shit. Can I re-roll it with a worse position, or try to tackle? Is it re-roll, or is it try to tackle it from a different way, just seeing that it's not going to work?
Yeah, I mean, you realise that this approach isn't going to pan out. Like you go to pummel him, and you realise that like
he hasn't drunk at all.
yeah. He's like he's looking right at you, like he's like, all right, boss, and yeah, you know he's going to get out of the way and probably get a drop. So paralyze him. You got your death breath.
Fuck it. It's going to be wreck. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to paralyze him, pushing myself.
Yeah.
Then he won't be able to respond, which is why it'll be wreck.
Right, fair enough. It's not really a skirmish when he's just a lump of meat on the ground. Yes. Fair enough.
So, viewers at home, I have been around this paralytic enough that I can now excrete it from my skin. I am myself venomous. An orb, a dust, exhale.
That's
Which I'm
disgusting.
used to it. Thank you. I like that. So it is now going to be risky.
Mm-hmm.
And can I argue for great effect given that it's a tier 4 paralytic?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's definitely above his tier because he's your gang. So yeah.
Bonus dice 1 from pushing myself. Oh no! No.
Okay, so you're not really making an example of him whatsoever. If anything, you So yeah, you lean in to breathe on him and like paralyze him and whatnot, so you can start smashing him. And he, as you get close to him,
Oh, those
He-
rolls.
as you get close to him, he someone like pats him on the back to as they're drinking, and he just ducks underneath your breath, and you fall past him and hit your face on the ground. It's like it's just like you just face plant past him. It's, you're like you do this kind of like menacing like lean in to like breathe him, and then he just like ducks past and you fall past him, and I mean you can take like. I mean, it's kind of like a level 1 harm, but it's not really harm. It's more social harm if it's anything else. Like you kind of just embarrassed yourself in front of the rest of your crew, and you've lost quite a lot of face.
Maybe.
Can I? Well, so if I'm here then, and did have the intention of holding him back from being over the top, can I then just go in and sucker punch this guy?
I mean, you could. I mean, you could make this look like this is.
I'm gonna resist the negative here because it could be bad to lose face, especially like that would just be you have failed this. If I didn't resist it. So is this resolve?
Yeah, I would say so.
1.
Cool. Yeah. So so you don't like slip and miss or anything, but yeah, you kind of you go to sort of like do the paralyzing breath, and so you just miss him as like he just moves out of the way, like just through the natural course of him having conversations on the table and people like the general banter. But nothing that looks untoward. But it's like you're a lot closer to him, and you can kind of see that you're a bit angry, and you got this big gash on your face. It's like what? You've been in the wars, boss? What's happened? It's like, I mean, he's being a little bit like he can tell something off at this point. Like you're angry, but he's like, he's tensed himself up, like ready for something. But
Fox, did you want to step in and do something here? You did a minute ago. You can say no, and I'll continue.
I think the only thing I'm going to do is stop you from doing anything too stupid. Stop you from going too far.
you're just there to reduce the effect of any rolls that are aiming to kill him.
Basically, yeah. I'm like, you're here to make an example, not kill them. We still need them alive.
I mean, they're tenacious and loyal.
They just need a slap upside the head, not a death.
All right, I'm going to shoot him in the leg.
Cool.
That works.
Go for it. I mean,
Happy
it's
hunt.
yeah.
Have a devil's bargain.
Sure.
And what's the position in effect?
I mean, you're stood like right over him, like through a combination of like unintentional fumbling into position. You're basically like could rest your pistol onto his knee if you wanted to. So it's.
I don't want to. I don't want to go for the knee.
Yeah,
but be a thigh or something. I want it to be fleshy. Rather than bone.
I had the perfect quote.
So the devil's bargain is that you said you're doing this in a public place, so like it's a public bar. It's going to draw some heat down on you guys. It's like the whole there's the Imperial military thing going on at the moment. Like a gunshot off in a public place, it's going to draw attention.
I'm going to push myself.
Really don't need heat right now.
I think I'll just push myself instead.
Mm-hmm.
Should we take a break in a minute, by the way? Just so you know.
Yeah, after this. Position.
Let's say it's it's controlled at this point. Yeah.
Effect.
Let's say standard.
I'll push myself for an extra dice.
Nice.
6. Oh, finally.
Cool. Yeah. Shoot him through the thigh, like flesh wounds, and he just claps hold of his thigh. He's just like, "Fuck!"
And then I say, "Do not move into territory you're not allowed to go into." And you let everyone else know as well.
Yeah, and you can see like the blood sort of like bubbling past his hand, and he's like, "Okay, boss, look, I'm sorry." And like the rest of the gang that kind of like with him, like they're all a bit pale, and they're like,
I throw him a dirty rag and walk out.
Cool, and yeah, and as you leave, like the rest of the gang sort of like huddle around him to try and sort him out and
watchers of
drag him off
Here's a
somewhere.
dungeon
Um,
dose
thanks.
of genuine
I kind of want to
Yeah.
intercede here.
Yeah.
As everybody comes in to try and help him, I kind of step forward and put my foot on his wound and say, he fucked up. You don't help him. He helps himself.
Nice.
There you go.
And should we go to break?
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Right, one moment.
Oh, God.
All right, and we're back. We're back. Hi, everyone. We're back. We're going to be doing some downtime.
Right. I will go clockwise. So we'll start with Mackie. You got your 2 downtimes plus your 3rd one, haven't you, because of your spider ability?
Yep. It's going to be spent healing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Bloodcrow up on her polite offer.
Okay.
Tinker plus a dice.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Roll Tinker.
Me.
No,
No.
Ira.
The physical in
And they
question.
get an extra dice because they've got a skill.
Nice. They
So,
got 6.
so that's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Do it again.
Yep, I'll do it again.
Sure thing.
Wait, can I spend a coin? Oh, wait, to spend a coin to get an extra action, isn't it? I can't spend a coin to increase the progress clock by 1.
There's not much point.
Not on recovery. You can't.
You
On
can
some
also
things you
spend a
can.
coin to take another downtime action to roll it again, which is better.
Okay.
Like
no, you're
any
fixed.
clock thing, you might as well take another downtime action for.
Yeah, okay. So that's the clock complete. I guess it doesn't go over.
No.
Okay.
Do you have other
that-
damage?
That's
Yes,
3 and 2.
I-
That's not a complete clock. Oh, it's 4 o'clock. Sorry.
Oh, it's 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it's 4 o'clock, and then you got 1
So
segment from the next
that
one.
goes down to a level 1 harm.
Okay, 1 item goes down to a level 1 harm. Yes.
No, everything drops down 1 level.
Oh, that's nice. So the clawed armor, black backhand, and the split cheek go down to less effect. Lovely. Okay. And then I'm going to calculate myself to indulge in my vice.
Fair enough.
Can I take Insani with me to the restaurant?
Do you want to risk that?
Risk it.
I'm risking it.
4 biscuits. Nice. Go for
Yeah,
it then.
I asked her if she's free tomorrow evening. I'll take it.
Sure, go for it.
So bonus stats.
Should probably put the position as whiskey.
So wait, do I roll to see whether or not she'll come with?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll take the roll as whatever it is for the
Okay.
for advice, but
Maybe a fortune roll.
yeah. Actually, do a separate fortune roll for see whether she
Consort fortune.
yeah, that makes sense.
So that would be 2 dice because I've got 2 in consort.
Yes, and you're not hurt anymore.
And somehow you don't look like a mess next day.
Because I've got a brilliant doctor.
A fashionable mask.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that as a no.
Yeah, you send a message to her, and
No reply.
no reply. Yeah, she doesn't show up. So it's like-
That's fine. I'll just indulge the vice once. With no help.
Cool.
I should have just taken the chief's wife.
playing
Yeah.
with two women at once again after this situation is just
That's going well
One.
for you, isn't it? Going really well.
Can I spend a coin to get an extra action?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spend a coin to do more stress relief.
Oh, I'm gonna laugh.
did-
He spends all his coin. You get 111. Gets down to like 6, 5,
five, and then roll six. Yeah.
Shush. And this time I am, in fact, going to take the blue coat chief's wife.
Okay.
And before you overindulge, please.
6. I will take that.
Wait, how much stress did you have?
7.
Oh, okay, you couldn't overindulge.
It's
Okay.
disappointing.
That would have been great. This time I do take them overindulges. Ah.
I will live with that.
Cool.
That is that. And then I'm just going to go collapse in my,
Pile of
guess my-
suitcases.
my pile of suitcases.
Yeah, after the day you've had, that horrendous like flesh stripping alcohol is starting to actually look a little bit like tempting.
I take a bottle, I sniff it. That's the first one I'm going to pour empty, and I just pour it empty into the gutter.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my
Your
downtime.
lungs still burn just sniffing it. Cool. Next person, which is Pigeon.
Right. I'm going to indulge my vice. And so I'm going to buy a prostitute. I'm going to spend some time measuring them for their symmetry.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
Nice.
Perhaps she wasn't very symmetry.
No, she wasn't.
You know, there's like an inch difference between your right arm and your left arm, don't you? And there's like 2 inches legs.
But I rolled 3 dice for my vice now.
That's pretty
Pretty one.
unlucky. Yes.
Tasty.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So I do it, and it's just a case of, oh, this person's not symmetrical at all.
Yeah, you get her upstairs, you get her into a room, and then if you find out that she's actually got quite convincing prosthetic limb or something, it's like what the hell? This is like not what I want.
No. And one breast slightly bigger than the other,
Yeah.
which is actually common, and everyone should be fine with it. Bloody hell!
Yes. I think it's exceedingly rare to have them both balanced.
This is true. Balanced. That's why most women are just like tipping to one side.
Not that
Always
unbalanced.
listing slightly like the Tower of Pisa.
Maybe that's the hashtag.
Tower of Pisa.
Okay, yeah. I'll just accept that. I won't bother to try again.
Okay.
With my second downtime action, I wish to acquire an item.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if I can get a fine spirit bottle, or they come in 2, so 2 fine spirit bottles. If I can.
Let's see.
What is the way to do this? Is it sway or fortune roll based on tier?
So yeah, it's you can get 1 special item or a set of common items, enough for a gang of your tier scale. So acquire the asset, you roll the crew's tier, and that dictates the quality of the asset you'll get.
Okay. Fortune, 1 dice, notes, spirit bottles.
4. Okay, so it's basically your tier. So you get tier 1.
So I'm gonna spend a coin to increase that, so that it's effectively a fine spirit bottle that I'm getting instead. I spent some coin.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Fox, what's your character's name again?
Raven.
Raven. And then I'm going to go up to Raven. I'm going to present them in the box. I'm going to say, I bought these for you.
Wait, I zoned out. What are they?
There are fine spirit bottles.
Oh,
Two
okay.
fine spirit bottles.
When you say spirits, do you mean spirit as in alcohol spirit, or do you
No,
mean
as in
ghosts?
they're used to contain spirits.
Okay, all right. Well, Tara,
And
Spirit
that's something you
bottles.
would know as a whisper. They're like part of your gear thing.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
That's okay.
May I ask why?
I very much admire you.
Thank you.
make sure you don't have any bunnies, all right? Make sure you never get any pet bunnies.
Trust me, love's a bit overrated at the moment.
And I think I just stand there
Awkwardly.
awkwardly.
Staring.
I grab his collar and I gently pull him away.
And I go away.
All of these awkward interactions, I live for them. It's great.
End scene. Yep.
Nice.
That's my downtime.
Come
Cool.
along, pigeon.
So now we're on Bloodcrow.
Okay, so I wanna try. I wanna heal myself already. I've been on it too for like half a year. So what do I know last time I didn't have any luck with that. Can I like try and just like contact someone from my school days? Like I did study medicine, so maybe one of those people can maybe patch me up.
Effectively you could acquire them as an asset.
Okay, I'll try that.
Like to get like reach out to an old contact or like an old friend as a temporary asset. So, yep, do that basically. So, again, it's like a fortune roll on a cruise tier. Effectively, you're leveraging your crew to try and get this person to.
And we are one, right?
You are, yes.
Okay, let's try this. No, it's.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to like get like an old school colleague, but they were not one of the brightest of the bunch. They're not. They were, in fact, they dropped out, but they know what they kind of know what they're doing, but they're not the most skilled person. Chances are that if they heal you, they're not going to be the cleanest stitches or the bad. There'll be quite obvious scarring and stuff like that. But you won't be dying. You won't be hurt. Yeah.
It's Doug from Scrubs.
The issue is that what I'm trying to heal are burns, so that's probably gonna leave a mark anyway. So whatever. So I'll let them heal me.
Cool. So you need to now you can do your recover roll with them as the physica.
What would I roll for that?
That'd be let's see. So it would normally be Tinker for a PC, but since it's an NPC, we're rolling on their quality level, which is 1 - 1 because they're a lower quality one. So you're rolling 0 dice.
Fun. Oh, okay. 4.
4. Okay. Okay. So on 4, you get 2 segments of a healing clock done.
Okay, and I'll just roll it again. That's another 0. That's a 2.
It's only 1.
2. So only 1 segment, but that's enough to get it done. Yeah.
Finally. Okay. I did pick up calculating last time I leveled. Does anyone have anything planned that they want to do?
I mean, I want to do something, but I'm not going to ask you to spend a calculating on it.
No, actually, you are the person who quote unquote sacrificed themselves. I'm giving you the downtime action.
Oh, why, thank you.
I mean, did you not just use it yourself? Because effectively you rolled acquire asset, then you did a recover, and then you did another recover. So you've done.
Oh,
three
the
actions.
the asset is a
It's a downtime action. So
Okay, now my turn. I'm sorry, Mikey.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
That's my downtime then.
Literally, what I would have done with it is trying to make explosives.
okay, so Raven. That's you, Fox. What's
Wakey,
your
wakey,
downtime?
Fox. Hello.
Yes, sorry.
Just too busy chewing away.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry, I'm completely zoning out. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to indulge my vice.
Yes, that stress.
That's stress though. Okay, so that's 3. Okay, so I have 4 left. Do I want to risk doing it again?
What, an overindulge?
With the 4,
Come get possessed again.
I mean, if I overindulge, I'm not here next week, so it kind of would work. So I'm tempted to risk it. Yeah, fuck it, why not?
And
Go.
overindulged.
tasty.
Rip. Okay, so where do I mark that on the thing, or do I not?
You could just put it in the notes that you've
Okay.
you've become temporarily possessed, which is normally a level 3 harm, effectively. But we'll say it's temporary since you're using your special
Yep.
rituals,
So-
etc.
Overindulge my vice, temporarily possessed. I guess that foregoes my actions then.
Yeah, I mean, well, the whole vice is allowing yourself to be possessed, but usually it's
Yeah.
not on a temporary basis. It's just that the ghost takes you for a joyride, basically.
Yeah.
Instead of the normal controlled.
Is it the
So
same
now,
ghost?
Magpie.
Is it the same ghost as before? Is it Jeff, or whatever his name is?
It's not Reginald Gaff
no.
McCondles. No, I've gone to my usual perversalia, who understands.
So, because I've got a trauma, if I don't indulge my vice, I'd get one stress. Is that right?
Yep.
Right, I'm going to take 1 stress then, because I'm not indulging my vices today.
Nice.
So,
Parents!
what? I don't need to see them. I was on stress of 3, so there's like quite a lot, especially rolling 3 dice. There's quite a likelihood that I'll overindulge and piss them off. So I didn't want to do that. So I'm actually going to train resolve.
Nice.
I'm going to spend 2 actions training resolve. So that gives me 4 XP because of the hawker thing. Is that right?
Yeah, because of your crew
Which
bonus.
fills
you-
up. Which
it's
fills
double
up.
XP.
Fills up my resolve XP. So I'm going to take 1 dot in sway.
Nice.
Good choice.
So after because obviously that whole me having to try and make a deal on the fucking fly, and me figuring out that perhaps violence isn't always the best solution, especially when other people's lives are in my hands.
I'm surprised you didn't go for command actually, because you were really trying to dictate what
was it
terms were, and you
Yeah, sure, I'll go for
But you didn't
command.
have command,
I'll go
yeah.
for command then. That makes more sense. And then I'm going to use my calculating to train again in it.
nice.
Because that's all I know. I don't really know what else I can do. So that's all I'm
mean,
just going to
training
play it
is good.
safe. I'm just going to play it a bit
You
safe.
can't train the same one twice in the same downtime.
What?
Oh no, you can't, can you?
Sorry.
Okay, I won't get command then. All right, I'll train 1 in command. Well, I'll get the 2 XP for command, so that's 1 downtime.
Playbook's not a bad choice. Unless you're high in something else XP wise.
Not really. I'm pretty low in everything.
Playbook's really good then.
What else can I do? What other things should I do? What other things should I be thinking of? How should I be doing this? Because I don't really know what I'm doing, to tell you the honest truth. I know it's
Well-
10 weeks, but I mean, I know it's been 10 weeks, but I still don't really know. I mean, I'm a lurk. I'm not really something special. Do you know? Well, I am.
Well,
But
how would you like to become special? You could you could make a long-term project to try and elevate yourself in some way or another.
what do you mean by? But how does that work? I don't really understand how that works. I
It's
don't
a
really
thing
know.
that doesn't have anything to do with the system. It doesn't even need to, like,
Yeah, just pick a goal that you want, and
anything.
Yeah.
Go right. I want to do this crazy thing. GM, tell me, how hard is it?
All right,
Yeah.
all right. I don't know how stupid this is, but I'd like to do a long-term, whatever thing project. I want to learn the ins and outs of the city,
what you want to like.
Especially where we operate. Like every nook and cranny, like every back alley, every shortcut, every.
Right, cool. So it sounds like you're effectively trying to give yourself like a permanent asset to leverage for when you're trying to do
Sneaky
moving, sneaking just around the city and whatnot. Sure. I mean, you can develop that as effectively like a skill that you can leverage. So,
I mean, a map's a thing you can develop. And
Yeah, but there's
A mental map.
There's a map, and then there's like, oh, if I go over, if I climb this building and like go this way, I actually cut out this. Do you know what I mean? So that's
yeah. I mean, it can be like a map of all of the shortcuts and secret routes and stuff. Like,
I mean, I can see it helping with things like engagement roles for sure.
definitely, yeah.
Like, and this is how we get in, and this is how we get out.
Yeah, you're basically trying to build like an underground, like
Information
thieves map of
Yeah.
the city. Totally, yeah. You can do that.
So what do I do?
Let's see. Like, are you just trying to do it of the immediate district you're in, like the Nightmarket, or are you going to try and are you building it out for each?
How would you want me to? How would you want me to do it? Would you want me to do it for individual?
I mean, I would say
sections?
it's probably about a 6 o'clock per district, because I mean, it's a big city. I mean, you're not going to be able to map the whole of like London by yourself.
Yep.
So it will take time.
All right.
Yeah,
So we'll do a district.
We'll do a 6 o'clock per district.
Do I need to do that, or do you need to do that?
You need to. You can set up a clock on your own
Just so
page.
you know, there's an API you can get as well, Monty, that for Blades in the Dark that allows you to bring. Oh, okay. That allows you to bring out the clock.
You can put it on the map.
You can put the clock out and put it on the map, so you can see what's rather than having this click. I don't know what it. I don't know what it does.
After.
Yeah. Anyway,
So
All right,
on
so-
your character sheet, right side, if you scroll all the way down, it'll say clocks.
someone's already done it.
Yeah, that's
Someone's
me.
written map.
Which district are you gonna?
Well, we'll
gonna
start
do
with
first.
we'll start with the
Nightmarket.
Nightmarket.
Yeah. Awesome.
Cool. So so you can make a roll to advance that. So I guess like what is it you're doing in terms of an action? So
Well, it would be me. Oh, rather than like looking over maps or whatever, I'll be actually like doing it, going.
okay,
back
so
and
it sounds like prowl is probably the thing then. It's you sneaking around finding the thing. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So make me a prowl roll, and we'll
So what's it? Risky, controlled, desperate. I assume it's controlled, surely, because I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, you're being careful. You're taking your time. You're trying to learn about what's happening. I mean, the other one you could do is study if you wanted to. But,
No, because I don't have any in study, so that's.
yeah, prowl makes more sense for you.
Controlled,
Prowl-
yeah.
prowl
And then
survey.
standards. What sort of effect is it?
We just say standard effect.
No bonus dice. Did I just roll the wrong? Got 4.
Cool. 4.
That's good.
So that gets you 2 segments on your clock.
I need to just click. Hang on, why is there? No, that's okay. Someone's already filled it out.
Yeah, sorry, I'm on your gather
And
sheet.
can I do it again? Because I've got calculating still. So could I do it again?
yeah, there's nothing saying you can't keep
Is
just
it-
working on your clock.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it. Hopefully, try and like hit the. What are you shaking your head at?
Come on, it's filth. Anyway, so
See again. So it's the same conditions, standard. No bonus dice. I've got a 6.
it's nice. Okay, so that's another 3 segments. So you're almost done on that map.
Do I spend a coin and finish? Should I spend a coin and finish it?
You like your coin?
Yeah, fuck it. I don't have anything else to spend the coin on, so I'm gonna spend one more coin. I'm gonna do it one more time, just to get this finished. I don't know what it's gonna do in game, but I guess we'll figure it out.
It's what
Another
it's
6.
Nice.
done.
So done. So well.
So
Mark
maybe you
that as
hired some. You paid for some information as well.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe I
There
spoke
it
to
is.
locals.
Yeah.
Buying them drinks.
But what that should do is I will know every like shortcut, every way around it, every nook and cranny that will be out of. So I just generally know the layout of the land of where we are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You can use it in your fictional positioning and say, my character knows this, so.
If you say like you're trying to run down an alley or something, or to escape some people in the night market, you can say, well, I know an escape route down here, so I think my position should be controlled instead of like risky or desperate or something. You can, or you could say like I'm trying to find us a route quickly to get to the other side of the night market. I think I should be able to get great effects because I've got my map. So that kind of thing. So.
That's all I could think of doing, by the way. That I don't know what else I can really do.
No, it's great.
Yeah, I mean,
it works.
there's all sorts of stuff. I mean, you could make stuff up like hey, I want to be able to get like a third arm, or I want to
Third arm.
Yeah,
That,
it's like
that would annoy. That would annoy Pigeon, wouldn't it?
yeah, that would totally
Do
annoy
it,
you.
you do it just to annoy me because you're savage.
Yeah. Right, we should probably quickly do XP.
Yes, please.
So let's do the crew XP first. Right, so
I've got the sheet up.
Yeah.
Again.
So, did you acquire product supply, execute clandestine covert sales, or secure any territory? Yes.
Is that
Yes,
one or
you did.
two?
I mean, you definitely did the sales. You didn't acquire a new supply, but you did effectively agree to supply somebody else. Like instead of
That counts as more sales, doesn't it?
yeah, so that's more kind of sales again. So like the fact that you've set up this deal with the Red Sashes to supply them is I'd say 2 XP for that. Contender challenges above your current station. Yeah, I mean that whole auction deal was a dangerous situation, and Magpie in particular standing up against a mid-level lieutenant of the Red Sashes themselves is definitely above your pay grade, and you pulled that off. So I'd say 2 XP for that. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one.
I mean, I survived being beaten to death by 2 members of the
Well, you
Red
weren't
Sashes.
exactly beaten to death, though, was you? Let's be honest.
Yeah, I was captured by 2. Let's face it, Red Sashes
Just
people.
beaten, not beaten to
Yeah.
death.
I don't feel like we were particularly strange or immortal.
No, I didn't feel that was the case. If anything, it was like the Red Sashes kind of basically took over the show, as it were.
Like we folded. Yeah.
So if anything, you've got
But positively folded.
yeah. I mean, it worked out positively for you,
Yeah.
but
Speak for yourself.
yeah, but yeah, I don't think it really helped bolster any of your reputations. You expressed the goals, drives, inner conflict, or central nature. I mean, there was definitely some inner conflict. I mean, and your goals are to expand the reach of your product, which you succeeded at due to the deal you set up, and also to sell stuff, which you did. Like,
You're going to take
So 2 for those, maybe?
I mean, like, your goal. I mean, it's. I mean, it feels like
that's goal. That's multiple.
yeah. It definitely feels like it's 2 XP for that.
We're 1 away from a nuclear advancement. 1.
Oh, well.
1.
Does that mean we don't get? So next week we'll just lose the XP? Is that representation?
No.
No, because it rolls over.
Okay.
It rolls over. We don't lose it.
Right. Okay. So let's quickly go around the table again. So Mackie,
That's good.
XP. So I take it you've marked all the things, all the desperate actions you did.
Yes, I did.
Cool. So did you address a challenge of calculation or conspiracy? I mean,
Yes.
the BS. Yes, we've been lovers this whole time. Yes, yeah, definitely.
I would say that's 2 XP.
Yeah, I'd agree with you on that. Like, did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? I mean, yes.
Yes.
You definitely played on the whole background thing.
Yeah, that's another. I'd say another 2.
Yeah. Did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session?
Not really.
No. Okay, done. Next up, it's Pigeon.
1 sec. I'm just having to reload, and I'm there.
Cool. So we've done desperate. So address the challenge with technical skill or mayhem. I don't think that really came out this session, did it?
Mayhem engagement.
Yes. Yeah. And you did. Oh, and the whole showing off your the gang, like teaching him a lesson, was kind of a bit of mayhem. I mean, it didn't turn out quite to plan, but
I'd argue 1 XP for that.
yeah, sure, we'll go with 1 XP. You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I'd say so. You've, I mean, the interactions with Raven, the dealing.
I mean, the fact that I'm Akarosi, I'm from here, and I was like, right, I know that this person's got like no hesitation in going to deal with this person to make a example out of them is an Akarosi thing.
Yeah.
Like elsewhere they might not quite understand, but I'd argue that that's Akarosi. Plus, I have a background in trade, so when I took over at the auction house, that's why I took over rather than let someone else do it.
Yeah.
So I'd actually argue 2 if you're okay with that.
Yeah, go on then. Yeah, I'll say 2. And you struggle with any issues from your vice or traumas during the session? I mean, you could say arguably you going, trying to go over the top and failing with the point with the gang member was a result of trauma. I mean, you failing was not really the result of it, and you ended up resisting the kind of losing face stuff. So you didn't end up actually struggling with any consequences of it. So I think we're probably 0 XP for that.
Is resisting not struggling?
I mean, I suppose, yeah. I mean, because you start to take stress and stuff for it. So, yeah, we'll say so. Yeah.
So how many?
I would say the 1 XP for that.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Right. So next up, it is Bloodcrow.
Quick question: the asset, the ex-colleague, should I add them to my friends list?
They're really kind of like a temporary asset. I mean, if you want to make them, if you want to make them like a permanent contact, then you'll probably have to long-term project it or something to just make sure that you put an investment into the relationship rather than just saying, "Hey, I need you." Like,
how big of a clock would that be?
I mean, given that you've already established them as a temporary asset, let's say it's like a 4 o'clock, and you just need to, as long as you've established some kind of quid pro quo exchange that's going, something that ties you both together rather than just getting a favor this once, then sure.
I'll start it as a project then. Okay, so I want to say that for my background, beliefs drives energy. It's not really a big thing, but I think I want to argue at least 1 XP for that.
I mean, you definitely seem to have. I mean, I don't know whether it ties into like your background or your beliefs or something, but you definitely seem to have a problem with dealing with the red sashes. And it's like, is that a thing? Is there a reason for that beyond, like, is that something that's going to come up again, like when dealing with the red sashes? I mean, if so, I'd say that definitely deserves an XP. But on
I'm just trying to think as to if it was something on that score over at the place, or if it was something even earlier. I want to say that maybe I had dealings with them before, and I know they're brutal. Like maybe I tried to use them to get myself some product before I joined this crew.
I mean, they're a well-known drug running crew, so potentially you've had dealings with them before or something, and it's not gone well or something. Sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so say 2 XP for your beliefs, drives heritage back down there.
Okay. For technical mayhem, the only thing that I did do was the thing with the spotlights. I don't know if that deserves an XP.
I mean, we didn't really end up rolling. Did you end up rolling Tinker or anything for that? It does. I mean,
no, I just used it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just using some stuff. I don't think felt necessarily like it was technical skill. It's just anyone can move a spotlight, I guess.
The one thing that I want to argue 2 XP was struggled with issues. Since my vice is weird, I am my own purveyor as I engage in experiments, and basically someone is trying to take away my experiments from me.
Yeah, I mean, you parting ways with that, with the auction goodies, was a big ask for you, and you made it difficult. Sure. Yeah, I'll give you XP for that. Yeah.
Cool. And that's it.
Cool. Right. We now on to Raven. So, XP wise.
So I already put in a point for the desperate assist that I did.
Did you use any knowledge or arcane power to address?
No, I wouldn't say so. No.
Special beliefs, draws heritage, or background.
I feel like I did express my beliefs when confronting Bugcrow with the "we're all in this together, we need to stick together." And then,
or probably also the gang member as well when you double down stamping on his wound. So say 2 XP for that. Any issues from vice or trauma? I mean, yes. Yeah. You've ended up overindulging again.
Whoopsie. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's Raven done. So now it's Magpie. So did you address a challenge with stealth or evasion?
I dodged out of the woman's clutches by invading her, like grabbing my throat and breathing in my face.
That's I'm sure that's true.
I'd also argue that you evaded a bloodbath.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I evaded a bloodbath.
That was struggling with your vice, though, not with the addressing the challenge.
I would say that's more strongly covered by that. Yeah. So you can have an XP for the stealth and evasion one. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? I mean, I think so. Like you, I mean, you believe in, or at least like the way you've played Magpie so far is that he believes in doing things fairly and with a certain amount of honor. And then when Bloodcrow was like, "Fuck you guys, I'm keeping my stuff," I mean, you were properly put out by it. Like, and I think that totally plays into your character, like the way that he views the world and his personality. So that totally makes sense.
Also, the fact he was trying. I mean, I know this yet maybe could be traumas or whatever, but he was trying to keep everyone alive because he could see, because everyone else had gone. There was no one else there to negotiate. So
it was a terrible situation, and you were like, "I have to fix this to keep everyone from being killed." Yeah, totally. Yeah, you can have 2 XP for that, I think.
Even with 4 players, when you lose one, it's horrible.
And then did you struggle with issues from your vital traumas? I mean, yes.
I had to resist them. I had to completely resist. I wanted to kill. I mean, he wanted to kill her multiple times. The way she was speaking to him, he was quite prepared just to slash her, just attack her rather than negotiate. But yeah, it was. But I knew that if I did that, that would be everyone else dead. That would be literally game over for everyone else in the game. So I didn't really want to. Oh, not
I
the
think
game,
that's
but
2 XP.
I didn't want to kill every. Do you know what I mean? It was like, I mean, in character, he would love to fucking murder. He'll probably get his comeuppance with her at some point, but right, especially once he learns the whole of Duskwall, and he knows every in and out, and he'll stalk her and then stab her to death.
Oh, please don't.
Please.
What?
If you don't give in to your trauma, does that count as struggling with it though?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say like, yeah. If you had ended up stabbing her, like, you know, going vicious, then, like, you didn't put yourself in a worse situation for not indulging in it, as it were. So, I don't think we'll count any XP for that.
All right.
Okay, but he did engage Blood Crow, which could have gone south real quick, real easy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like for the interaction with Blood Crow and where you things were going to progress, like type thing. It's you kind of talked each other down, but it felt like, you know, that was going to turn into a murder. Yeah, I mean, I say we'll say 1 XP. There were a bit of like there were struggles that were overcome, in multiple cases. I feel that warrants an XP. Cool. So we're done.
All right. So, shout outs, I guess. So we'll start with Alexis.
Hello. Well, you can find me at Twitter under @GamesUser. Otherwise, just catch me on Discord. Right now, the thing that I'm doing the most is Numenera at the RPG Lab. That's Wednesdays. And we are starting the second season next week. So new characters, fresh things. It's gonna be interesting.
No, it's just at the RPG Lab, isn't it? All right, sorted. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Charles.
Yep.
I said that really weirdly.
You did, didn't you? So I am here every week.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, a minute ago you wasn't. You got up to go somewhere.
Yeah. And if you just get on our Discord and find me there if you want me. I don't do much else publicly on the internet yet. That's it. Thanks.
Him. Cameron.
Thank you. Hi, yes, if you want to reach me, you can reach me on the People That Game Discord, the RPG Lab Discord, or on the Spooky Draws channel, Discord. I'm often, if I'm not here playing Blades in the Dark with these wonderful people, you can catch me Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays lurking in the in any chat that Spooky Draws is having while she's streaming.
Okay, thank you. Fox.
Hello, you can find me at Foxcry Falls on Twitch. I haven't streamed in bloody ages, but I really am intending to at some point, work in university providing. You can find me most Mondays here as well. If not, you can find me in the People That Game Discord.
Monty.
You can find me on Twitter or
On all my commands.
on my blog. It's Dark Liquid for both of those. I've also published some stuff for Numenera that you can find on Joy Through RPG. And that's about it, really.
Awesome sauce. Right, guys. So this is just obviously to the YouTube people. So I've started a Patreon. It will be in the description below. But for everyone on Discord or on whatever this is called, Twitch chat, you can see the Patreon there. If you wish to help support the channel and help it grow, then think about potentially doing that. If you want to, if you can't afford Twitch subs, that might be the best way to do it, because it can be as little as $1 a month. There's multiple benefits for doing it, and I will be adding more tiers as we go along as well, and it will help improve the show. The other thing is, don't forget to check out my social media. Like they keep saying, don't forget to check out our Discord. That will be in the description below. The Twitter, my Twitter, that'll be down there as well. Facebook, and if you're on YouTube, don't forget to check this out for the live shows if you want to, or if you're on Twitch, don't forget to follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to me on there, because that'd be awesome. But other than that, thank you all for watching and playing. Thank you, Monty, for running. We're going to say goodbye to YouTube for now. Bye bye, YouTube. We'll see you next week for maybe a spooky show next week. Thank you.